Nag-away sila dahil, ito anak to ni Taguba. Pinag-alert niya ngayon lahat ng container ko.
Sino nag-alert?
Si Mike po, Mike Saban po.
Pina-alert niya?
Opo.
Bakit may kapangyarihan ba siya sa customs?
Kung technical assistant po siya sa Office of the Commissioner po siya.
Miss Anderson, is that correct? Do you know Mike Saban?
Yes, I know Mike Saban, but he was never assigned in my office or the office of the commissioner. He was assigned in the intelligence group.
In the?
Intelligence group.
I'm sorry, my
Intelligence group.
intelligence.
Yes.
That sounds like an oxymoron to me. Intelligence group. Who is it? Neil Estrella, you're in charge of intelligence, right?
No, Your Honor. CIIS, Your Honor. Attorney Anderson is referring to the higher office above CIIS, Your Honor.
Sino yan?
IG, Your Honor. Intelligence Group is under DEPCOM Teddy Rabal, Your Honor.
Is Mr. Raval here? Why? Okay, we'll call him at the next meeting then. Haba tayo na haba dito. We're not gonna finish this until we finish it. Go ahead. So,
So,
pinatigil niya lahat.
Pinag-alert po niya lahat. At, Your Honor,
Does he have that capability, Ms. Anderson?
No, Your Honor. But he requests for alerts.
He requests for alert.
Yes. Sometime last year, he would profile importers and he would request for alerts.
But is that his job?
No, Your Honor. Actually, only regular employees can alert.
And why does he think he has that capability?
I don't know, Your Honor.
And does the commissioner listen to him?
I don't know, Your Honor. They talk directly to each other. They don't go through me.
And have you ever heard the commissioner order an alert because of Mr. Saban?
Yes, Your Honor. Sometime last year, when there were no appointees yet.
So he ordered an alert.
Yes, on the recommendation of Mike Saban.
All right. So he has connections. All right, go ahead.
so yun po, na-alert kami. Tsaka po yung form nung alert, nakalagay po talaga Office of the Commissioner Technical Assistant. So, tingin ko nandun talaga siya sa Office of the Commissioner.
Sa Malakas siya.
Opo.
Saan yung papel na yan?
Hahanapin ko po, pero yun ang nakalagay doon.
You're hereby commanded to bring that paper here.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. It's on the record, ha? Sige, go ahead. Tapos
Na-alert po
nabuksan
ako.
niya na lahat yung mga tao doon. Si Mike Saban na ngayon ang bagong Jojo mo o nandun pa si Jojo?
Si George,
Nag-away sila ng tatay mo, di ba?
si Mike po tsaka si tatay ko nag-away.
Anong pinag-awayan nila?
Sabi po ni Mike, marami daw siyang hindi ko po Your Honor. Kasi wala naman ako dun sa pinangyarihan.
Akala ko nandun kayo.
Hindi po, silang dalawa po ang nag-inuman.
Paano mo nasabi yan? Hearsay na yung sinasabi mo. Ha?
Sabi lang po nung...
Nandun ka ba o wala?
Wala po.
Natatawa ka pa nung sinabi mo mag-away sila, nagiinuman eh.
Pero, tingin
At
ko,
tinulungan ka ni Mike Saban. Tapos doon.
hindi po.
O ano?
Dahil nga po pinag-alert niya ako, si Jojo po, hindi po niya kayang...
Nagalit siya sa tatay mo, ikaw ang binalingan.
Opo.
O ba't di mo sabihin yan? O tapos,
Tapos po,
paano niya
Na-alert.
naman malapit ka kay Jojo?
hindi, alam po niya na, alam po niya yung mga consignee ko at saka broker ko, kaya basta in-alert po niya.
Go ahead. Tuloy mo.
Nung na-alert po ako, sinabi ko po kay Jojo yun na ba't hindi niya ako matulungan. Sabi niya malakas nga rin daw si Mike. So, ang ginawa niya, nagpatulong ako sa kanya, baka pwede tayong makalapit kay Commissioner paulit. Ang ginawa niya, nilapit na niya ako dun sa kila Tita Nani naman po. Kila Jack tsaka Small.
Kilala mo si Small, ang family name niya, kilala mo. Pero si Tita Nani, hindi mo alam ang family name niya.
Hindi
Kilala
po.
mo ang family name ni Jojo, si Mike Saban, alam mo ang family name, pero si Tita Nani, ang mahiwagang ito ba si Tita Nani is married to a military officer?
Hindi ko po
He is,
alam.
isn't he? Isn't she?
Your Honor, hindi ko po alam. Hindi siya masyado nakikwento sa personal life niya.
O paano mo siya pinagtitiwalaan? Bumula na lang, nakilala mo, pinagtitiwalaan mo, siga-siga.
Natiwala ako kasi Si Jojo naman po at that time, natulungan naman niya ako eh.
Siya nagsabi kay Tita Nani,
Siya po ang nagdala sa akin kay Tita Nani.
would the NBI please make efforts to arrest this, to find a way to get this Jojo here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right now, you might want to file a case against him for smuggling, based on the testimony of Mr. Get his testimony and affidavit, and try to get him to appear here.
Yes,
Along with this Nani, along with this, and because of him, you can go to Nani, you can get to Nani. Pag nahuli si Jojo, palalaman niya kung nasaan si Nani, ganun ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Director de Guzman, pwede ho yun?
Come again, Your Honor.
Invite Mr. Jojo here at all costs and get Nani to come here at all costs.
Yes, Your Honor. We will do that, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please do, because it is integral para malaman natin ito at ma-unravel natin ito. So, paano? Balikan natin ito uli. O, nakilala mo, binibigyan mo sila isa-isa. Back to the list, please. Yung Tara. Yan lang ba ang Tara list mo? O nag-iiba-iba pa, minsan-minsan?
Nag-iiba-iba pag iba yung tara nun kila Jojo, iba yung tara.
Ikaw ba section 15 ka lang palagi?
Marami po section 15.
Hindi. Yung bang hawak mo, section 15 lamang? Pupunta ka ba section 1? Pupunta ka ba section 2? Section 4?
Section 15 po.
Section 15. So, yun ang expertise mo. Section 15, General Merchandise, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh. So,
Ano
ang
si
pinaka-contact mo, si Jojo at saka si Nati, si Nani at saka si Saban. Naging contact mo rin ba si Saban? Hindi?
No.
Alright. O, lahat yan, nag-iiba. Sino naiba dyan sa iba?
Ang naiba lang po dyan yung IAS po.
Babalikan kita, ha? Yung IAS, sabi mo sa akin, yun ang tutumbukin mo para malakas ka sapagkat yun ang magsasalasan. Pag nakuha mo yung IAS, siya mag-a-assess, kailangan makausap mo gate to gate, from the ship all the way to the gate, lahat ng dadaan ng papel, kailangan makausap mo. Tama?
Your
Kundi,
Honor,
pwedeng sumigaw yung isa dun eh. Kulang yung binibigay sa akin. Bakit siya malaki? So, kailangan, merong captain ball yan na mag-a-assemble. Huwag ka nang pumigyak. O, bibigyan kita ng 500. O, ito, bibigyan kita ng 500. Bibigyan kita ng 5,000, 3,000. Tama? Yes or no?
yes, Your Honor. Yung sa IAS
So,
po,
IAS ang nag-aariglo.
hindi po, yung IAS po kasi, ngayon lang nangyari na ganyan kataas eh. Na 10,000.
O, kumisan, ilan?
Dati po, kasi paiba-iba naman po, 500 dati lang po yan. Ngayon po, dahil nga po sa command center, nag-iba na naman po yung listahan.
Captain Gambala, when did the command center start?
Actually, sir, the command center started around September last year, sir.
So, he's talking about August when he started.
Yes, sir.
So, wala pang command center. Meron na ba kayong alert order na only to the command center?
During that time, sir, as far as I know, sir, when the commissioner, I think, arrives in July,
Did he give any orders to say, no more alert order, all alert orders come through me or Captain Gambala? Did he give any such order?
when the command center, sir, was created, sir, he made an order that all alerts will come through, will be issued by the command center, sir, in just September.
No, but before that, between July and September, may lumalabas.
If I may, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Before the command center was made, all alert orders were signed by the commissioner himself.
So, nothing...
There was an order
He
revoking.
is the only one.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, principal, siya lang.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because, bago ako dyan, hindi ko alam yan, aalamin ko. So, pag may mag-i-issue ng alert, nakakasama kayo sa negosyo ng Pilipinas, dadaan sa akin yan.
Yes, Your Honor, because
Para sigurado ko, hindi nyo sila shake down. One. Para malaman ko rin kung sino nang ihingi. Mahalata ako. Correct?
yes, Your Honor.
Yun ang sinasabi sa ilang class. And he told you that.
Yes, Your Honor.
In confidence, of course. You
No,
are his
Your
third
Honor.
Friday.
No.
You are his lawyer.
No, Your Honor. He actually announced it during meetings, flag ceremonies. that it was to prevent harassment of the importers because that's what we've been hearing before we came in.
Do you
customs.
believe it to be honest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll take that word, another advisement. So go ahead. Iba-iba yan. Ano kang tanong?
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead.
I was interested where Mr. Taguba was leading to. You mentioned nag-away si Mike Saban and your dad. In-alert ni Mike Saban yung mga containers. Ngayon, bumalik ka kay Jojo, nagpapatulong ka, hindi daw niya kaya kasi malakas. Kaya inintroduce ka niya dito sa Davao Group na ito, Tita Nani, Small, and Jake. Am I
Jack.
correct so far?
Jack.
Jack. Am I correct so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Sige, ipagpatuloy mo na yung ni-refer sa iyan, what happened? Paano mo na-meet itong grupo na to, individually or collectively?
Your Honor, nandun kasi sa phone ko yung pinakauna naming conversation. Hanggang nung ano.
Can you please hurry up?
Mr. Chairman, in the meantime, can I know the status of Mr. Small Abillera? What happened to the invitation?
We wrote to him last Thursday or Friday because we've been looking for him too. And over the weekend there was a holiday, and over the weekend there was a Kadayawan. And what has he replied? Has he replied?
Okay.
As usual, when somebody is called to the Senate, they always have an acute hypertension, and the doctors will always advise.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. And, well, just for the record, it was not Mr. Taguba who mentioned the surname of Mr. Abillera. We got it through our informants, and that's why we formally had Mr. Taguba identify him officially. So, just for the record.
record, we got Abillera's name in the lower house, and the committee, we have a very good committee in the we have a very good staff in the Blue Ribbon. Immediately took a look at who this guy is. In fact, we Googled him, and he's got a very extensive Facebook. If you can Google him. I think Mr. Kenneth is there also in his Facebook. Go ahead.
So, Your Honor, nag-meeting kami sa Eastwood uli. Eastwood pa lang, yun yung unang best nakita ko si Tita Nani. Tapos, pinakilala akong Tito Jojo sa kanila. Sinabi niya na malakas daw sila dun sa Davao. Tapos po, bibigay daw po ako ng enrollment fee, which is 5M.
Eh,
Sabi po ni Tita Nani,
5 million.
5 million.
Oh,
Para
enrollment, matrikula. Para pumapasok sa eskwela, no? Oh, sige.
Pwede pakibasa yung exact na text niya. And
So-
if you can show the committee chairman at least and some members, yun mismo after mong mabasa for the record.
So, January 11 po ito. Sabi, ang nakalagay po sa text niya, "Good day, M. Mark. Will make final arrangement with Jack. He is the handler of Paulo. Now we have to advance the enroll. He can fly down to Davao to arrange your meeting with Pulong ASAP. During the meeting, you personally turn over the 5 million. Same manner, you likewise turn over the LMLN to Jack when we meet." Yun po. Yun po ang pinakauna niyang
Will the
text.
committee chair please arrange that we photograph, if he will allow it, we photograph his text message? Marami ba yan?
Marami po ito.
Hindi, we will photograph all your text messages. Sige na, tuloy mo yung kwento mo.
So, yun po. Pagkatapos nun, tinanong ko sila kung kailan ba ako pupunta sa Davao.
Do you have somebody with you? Meron ka ba pinagkakatiwalaan dyan? Yung lawyer mo, ano ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can the lawyer please accompany the staff para baka sabihin niya, pinakailaman namin yan. Oh, UP graduate here. The Attorney Fortum? Yes, sir. Yes, go ahead please. Go ahead.
So, sinabi niya lilipad kami sa Davao, mag-stay ako sa Marco Polo. One day lang ako. So, nakita kami dinala niya ako, sinundo ako ni Jack. Dinala niya ako sa isang restaurant.
Anong restaurant dyan?
Hindi ko na po maalala, January pa po yun.
Hmm.
At nandun po si Small. Tapos nag-usap po kami.
Ano pinag-usapan niya?
Yun po yung sa 5 million. Sinabi lang po niya sa akin bago niya raw tanggapin yun na kailangan maging maayos yung remittance natin weekly, magbigay ka kasi
Sinabi ni Small,
sinabi po ni Small.
magbibigay ka ng remittance kada kahon.
Yes po,
Sige.
weekly
Weekly.
po.
Kailan ang bigayan? Friday?
Opo, ibibigay ko po kay Jack. Lilipad siya papunta dito
Sino? Bibigyan mo?
kay Jack po.
Sino si Jack?
Hindi ko po alam yung apelido niya, Your Honor.
So dun sa Davao group na yun, Jack, Tita Nani, Small, yung Small, nakita mo directly, so personal knowledge mo
Opo.
yan, ha? Yung councilor dun sa Davao City. Ngayon yung Jack, yan yung parang pinakilala niya emisaryo na doon mo raw ibibigay yung pera. Okay. Tama ba yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, please proceed.
So, every week po, bibigay ako kay Jack. Lilipad siya, pupunta dito sa Manila. Bibigay ko sa kanya yung re-remit ko. Tapos, babalik ulit siya ng Davao. So, every Friday po yun.
Alam mo, bumabalik siya ng Davao, ha?
Yun po yung...
Your knowledge.
Minsan tinatanong ko po siya kung pwede ba kami mag-meeting. Sabi niya, nasa Davao pa po siya. Usually, mga...
No, pag binibigay mo, magkano binibigay mo sa kanya?
At that time, Your Honor, nasa 10,000 po per container.
Share nila yan.
At tingin ko po meron pang sarili kasi sila kaya mataas yung sinisingil nila sa akin.
Sino itong Jack na ito? Hindi mo kilala?
Kilala ko po sa pero yung apelyido po niya hindi ko alam.
Can the NBI help us find this guy? I'm sure you can.
We need the family name, Your Honor, because there are a lot of Jacks.
But I'm sure you can get it. I mean, I know there is a jumping Jack, there is Jack in the Beanstalk, but I'm sure that's why we have an NBI who can find out. Di ba?
Yes, Your Honor, we will
Yes.
do that.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Chairman, another way to find out the name of that Jack is once Small Abiliera appears in the Senate, we can compel him to
Definitely.
Yes, and
Just for the record, we called him. We called Mr. Abillera even before your letter. We've been trying to look for him. And, we tried to look for all the traces here. Any more questions?
after nagkaroon na kayo ng transaction itong Davao Group na ito through Small na binibigay yung pera through Jack, ano nangyari dun sa in-alert ni Mike Saban? Na-clear ba yon o hindi?
Na-clear naman po.
Na-clear. After nun, hindi ka na na-alert.
Hindi na po.
So as far as you are concerned, itong Davao Group na ito made things happen. Kumbaga, napapadali yung mga pagpasok mo ng mga container van. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
And you have never been alerted since that time.
Never been.
So, minsan ka na na-alert dahil pinatigil itong si technical assistant ng Office of the Commissioner.
Yes po.
Alright.
But, Your Honor,
Si
na
Jojo, binibigyan mo ba pagkatapos doon?
hindi na po.
Hindi mo na siya. Hindi siya nagtampo sa'yo.
Hindi naman po.
Ah.
Hindi naman po kasi pagkatapos nun, mga ilang buwan din, na-alert na rin ako.
No.
Kasi po, ang hinala ko hindi na nila nare-remit or tingin ko hindi na nakakarating yung pera. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Na-alert po ako pagkaraan ng mga 3 months po.
Very
So after nun, wala nang ibang grupo na, so itong jack na ito, na itong transaction na ito, tuloy-tuloy ito
Opo.
until lumabas itong expose mo?
Ay, no, Your Honor. Na-alert ako after siguro mga 3 months lang yun.
3 months lang. Okay, 3 months lang, na-alert ka ulit.
Opo.
Then what happened? Sino na ngayon yung, anong ginawa mo? Kasi meron ka ng transaction doon. So anong hinala mo doon at anong ginawa mo?
Ang ginawa ko po, kinausap ko po si Tita Nani kasi yun po ang una kong nakilala. Sinabi ko sa kanya na na-alert ako, hindi naman ako tinutulungan nila Jack.
Excuse me, with your permission. You are able to call Tita Nani anytime, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have his number? Her number?
Meron po ako nung number niya.
Can you give it to us?
Yes, Your Honor.
In confident, in private? We will get it. You have your permission to get it, right?
Yes.
All right, sige. Go ahead. You have the number of Jack?
Yes, Your Honor.
Uy, pala eh. Sabi sa'yo, bahuhuli natin si Jack eh. Ito bang NBI natin, oh. Oh. So, kunin niyo yung number ni Jack sa kanya. Sabi niya na, may number siya. Ayan. Go ahead.
So nung na-alert ako, kinausap ko po si Tita Nani. Tapos ang sabi niya, pinagalitan niya po sila Jack. Sabi niya, disgusting daw kasi baka raw hindi nakakarating yung binibigay ko. Kaya ako na-alert. So ang ginawa niya, dinala na naman po ako ni Tita Nani at ni Jojo sa pangatlo na naman na grupo. Yun po yung grupo ko ngayon. Yun yung grupo ngayon na
Now showing.
humawak po sa akin.
Sino yan?
Yung grupo po nila, si Tita Nani, si Noel, at si Big Brother. Big Brother po yung pangalan niya. General Kapuyan po, yun yung tawag nila sa kanya.
General
Kapuyan.
Kapuyan. Yun ang tunay na pangalan?
Yun po ang tunay niyang pangalan.
I
Ano
am
tawag niya?
familiar.
Grave robber?
Big brother.
Big brother.
Big brother daw.
Big brother.
Opo.
For the record, Mr. Chairman, I'm familiar with the name of Colonel Allen Kapuyan. Is that the same person?
Yes,
A
Your Honor.
tall and
Yes.
big guy. Okay. PMA Class 83. Okay. So, anong ginawa nitong grupo na ito?
So, nag-meeting na naman kami. This time naman, ang sabi niya sa akin, Mark, dito ka na lang sa amin kasi hindi ka ma-alert, iyas lang ang may kakayahang mag-alert. Yun naman po ang sabi niya sa akin. Nakita ko po si Maestre Campo at si Noel noon kasi dapat magmi-meeting kami sa Starbucks. Yun po yung grupo naman nila General Kapuyan.
Sino yung Noel? Anong family name?
Hindi ko po alam family
May
name.
telephone ka?
Meron po.
Oh, kukunin natin telepono lahat yan. Oh, sige. Hindi, merong...
So, pagkakaalam mo, itong si Colonel Kapuyan, itong si Tita Nani, kumbaga, bagong linya ito
Bagong linya po.
kay Pulong.
Hindi po, sila yung grupo.
O kasi sinabi mo kanina, baka hindi na nire-remit ni Jack tsaka ni Small kay Pulong, kaya in-alert ka. Kaya ngayon, ni-refer ka ni Tita Nani of the same double group dito sa bagong grupo, si Colonel Kapuyan. Incidentally, ito si Colonel Kapuyan used to be assigned sa ISG sa Davao. Kaya ano ito, he's very familiar with the personalities there. So, ano nangyari doon sa grupo na yon?
So, okay naman po yung grupo na yon kasi may instruction sila sa akin na meron silang binigay na email, bubuksan ko raw yun, nandoon lahat ng tariff codes na gagamitin ko. Kasi yung bago nilang sistema is no human intervention.
Yan ba yung HS code? Captain Gambala?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so, binibigay niya. Yun ang sinasabi natin last hearing. Ang tatanong ko sa'yo, kailan ba yung pangalan ni Mr. Campo, yung HS code, binibigay niya sa inyo para alam mo kung ano ilalagay, alam ni TJ kung ano ilalagay niya pag nag-entry siya. Kaya tutuloy-tuloy green lane yun. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, yun. Malinaw yun, ha?
So, itong si Colonel Kapuyan, just for the record, may personal knowledge ka, nakausap mo ito talaga.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nakausap mo rin itong si Small Abiliera, right?
Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Ngayon sinasabi mo 10,000 ang binibigay mo sa grupo nung Davao Group, 'di ba? 10,000 per container.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ang pagkakaintindi mo, lahat ng brokers ganon ang binibigay doon sa Davao Group na 'yon? Kasi nagkakakwentuhan naman kayo eh.
Your Honor, hindi ko alam.
Hindi mo alam. But as far as you are concerned, 10,000 per container. Ilang containers ka per week?
Nag-average po ng 100.
100. So, at 1 million a week ang pinapadala mo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Every Friday.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, ikaw pa lang yon as one broker. At but based dun sa usapan nyo, pakiramdam mo, ganon din ang kalakaran sa ibang brokers?
I think, Your Honor, kasi nag-meeting kami noon, lahat kami, si General Kapuyan, ako, Tita Nani, si Noel, ang sabi niya, meron din daw silang ibang hinahawakan na broker.
Lahat ng broker, tinatanong sa'yo. Do you know from your own personal knowledge na binibigyan nila lahat ng broker para doon sa Davao Group na yan?
No, Your Honor, no personal knowledge.
Ingatan mo yung sagot mo dahil useless sa akin yun, hindi ko magagamit yun eh.
So Mr. Chairman, I believe I move that we invite
I already
next
did.
mention. Okay.
I already ordered the ComSec to invite Kapuyan, Jack, all these names na mahuhuli natin. Alright? Okay? Okay. Si Jojo, di mo kilala nung una ka ba?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Talaga?
No, Your Honor.
Di ba totoo ang tatay mo, Vice Mayor ng Cagayan?
Sila po ang magkakilala, Your
No,
Honor.
hindi ko tinatanong kung sino. Do not anticipate my question. Ang tatay mo, Vice Mayor, yes or no?
Noon, Your Honor.
Noon. Di ba totoo si Jojo ay kunsihal dati doon sa konseyo nakasama ang tatay mo? Yes or no?
Hindi ko po alam, Your Honor. Hindi ko po talaga
Paano
alam.
mo makikilala yan kung di pinakilala siya ng tatay mo? The fact is, kunsihal siya. One more line. You will sleep here. Alright? Sigurado ka?
Hindi ko po talaga siya kilala noon.
Dati siya sangguniang bayan.
Hindi ko po alam yung mga...
When was your father Vice Mayor?
I can't remember, Your Honor.
Can we check with local government, all the councilors in Sangguniang Bayan in Piat, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Our Lady of Piat.
Yes.
Oh, alam ko yan, dahil Secretary of Tourism ako dati. Ang ganda ng santo nyo dyan. Malapit sa Callao Cave.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, tama. Ngayon, Jojo, meron ba siyang mansyon doon?
Hindi ko po alam, Your Honor.
Hindi ka ba umuwi doon?
Hindi po.
Captain Gambara, what class are you in PMA?
Class 1995, sir.
You did not have a classmate named Pilomeno Bakut?
None, sir.
You sure, ha?
Sir.
Alright. Go ahead.
Mr. Taguba, i-clarify ko lang, you mentioned about the 5 million na dinala mo sa Davao nung nag-meeting kayo
Yes, Your Honor.
doon sa restaurant.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nakamit mo si Mr. Abiliera, si Small.
Yes, Your Honor.
Naabot mo ba yung 5 million?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Ano yung sinabi niya about it?
Sinabi lang po niya, tawagan niya ako mamayang gabi. Tapos dinala na ako ni Jack doon sa hotel ko.
Okay. So, ikaw, based dun sa pag-uusap nyo ni Small, sigurado ka that he is representing Paulo Duterte bago mo binigay yung 5 million?
Your Honor.
Hindi, yung pakiramdam mo lang kasi there's no way to find that out until ma-meet mo si Paulo Duterte, right? Pero 5 million kasi yan, mabigat yan. Bago mo binigay yan, sigurado ka.
Yun po ang sabi nila.
Yes, but you're comfortable enough to part ways with 5 million because your
Is it 5 million or 4 million?
5 million.
1 million a week eh.
No. The initial parang goodwill money. Parang goodwill money ito.
Good money, 5 million.
Your Honor, at that time, wala naman talaga akong magagawa. Kasi ina-alert ako ni Mike Saban. Kumbaga, kailangan ko talagang sumugal din.
So nagsapalaran ka.
Nagsapalaran po ako.
Excuse me. Ang iningila sa iyo, initially 5 million.
Yes.
Binigay mo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kanino mo binigay?
Kay Small po.
Kay Small. Sa Davao mo binigay?
Yes po.
Cheque o cash?
Cash po.
Alright. Tapos, noon, nagbibigay ka na ilan? 1 million a week? O 5 million naman?
No, Your Honor. Depende sa kung ilan yung container ko.
Depende na sa container. Matriculation fee nga yung 5 million.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, hindi a week yun. 5 million lang. Tapos, tara na pagkatapos.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Ano kailan yung meeting nyo ni Small Abilera? Anong date?
Your Honor, nandito sa phone ko eh. Hindi ko sure kung anong date.
Okay. Meron ka ring text exchanges kay Small Abilera?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Wala. So, dito ka lang kay Tita Nani.
Tita Nani Jack.
Okay. Tapos siya, basta't personal, nagkita kayo one time, ni-refer niya itong Jack. So, yun na yung transaction nyo. So, for as long as hindi ka na-alert, there's no reason to doubt that you're talking to the right person.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Can you go back to the Tara again? The Tara, please. In Tara. So, bukod dun sa 1 million a week, tama ba yan?
Your Honor, depende sa container. Hindi naman parating
So
isang
I'm
daan.
sorry, my fault. The long night last night. May Tara ka. At yan ang nagsimula na itong Tara mo. Lahat ito binibigyan. Sino pa hindi mo nabibigyan dyan? Pero siyempre, pag binigyan mo siya, bukod doon, bibigyan mo pa yung mga tao sa customs. Kundi, bakit sila lang? Sisigaw yun. Di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino ba ang dinagdag mo dyan?
Your Honor, yung listahan na yan na po yung pangatlong grupo. Yung nadagdag po dyan yung 10,000 ng IAS.
So, 37,000 na.
Ay, hindi po.
Oh,
Yung pangatlong grupo po yan, yung bago lang po yung 10,000 na IAS.
yan ang binigay mo eh. Originally, yan ang binigay mo eh.
Hindi ko po naiintindihan, Your Honor.
Yan ang binigay mo sa amin, di ba? Bakit ngayong pangatlong listahan na yan? Tinatanong ko sa'yo, yan ang unang binigay mo. Siyempre, habang tumatagal ka, malalaman nila may binibigyan kang iba, maghihingi sa'yo yung iba. Dapat bigyan mo rin kami. Kundi, sisigaw rin kami, aharang kami. Logical o hindi?
Logical, Your Honor.
Logical. Sino pa ang binibigyan mo bukod dyan? Siyempre, yung IAS ang pinakamalaki. Yun ang, di ba, Miss Anderson? Yun ang import, di ba?
Import assessment
Di
service.
ba, yun ang importante, right?
Mm,
Kung mag-i-smuggle ka,
if I were to smuggle, I'd go
Yes.
straight to the port, Your Honor.
to?
The port. The people in the port.
No, but hawak na nung command and control eh. Hindi na sila makapag-alert eh.
No, it's not, Your Honor. The port itself, it's not yet under the command and control of the COMSEN.
That is what I heard here.
That's
I asked some people here in open court and I can show you the proceedings. Sabi niya, nagkakuha ako ng alert pero I have to write a letter and I have to wait for the recommendation.
that's for only the alerts, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm talking about the alert.
Yes,
That's what
but because the port can actually hold and release containers on its own without the command center. If there's no alert issued, the command center doesn't have anything to do with the shipment.
Now, I'm confused. Captain Gambala, unconfuse us.
Yes, sir.
Ang sabi dito, lahat na dumadaan sa port, kailangan, magmula nung inilagay nyo yung command and control, hindi na sila pwede mag-issue ng alert. pwede sila mag-issue pero dadaan sa inyo.
Yes, sir.
Hindi pipigilan. Sabagat ang effect ng issue ng alert, papara yung bubuksan lahat yan. Tama?
yes, sir.
Ah.
So the people from the port, like the port collector, people from the intelligence group under the DEFCOM IG and DEFCOM enforcement group and other DEFCOM and directors, they have the prerogative, sir, to request alert as far as their-
Everybody has to request for
Yes,
an alert.
yes, sir.
Nobody can motu proprio issue an alert except you
yes, sir, to the command center, sir.
and the commissioner, the collector, the collector of customs, di ba? The chief,
Commissioner, sir.
Commissioner,
Yes,
correct?
sir. Yes, sir.
So, kaya nga, so having said that, pagka meron hindi siya binigyan, maaaring sumigay yun sa media, di ba? Kubisan, di ba? May mga binibigyan rin sa media dyan.
Wala po sa knowledge ko yun.
Oh, wala kang knowledge sa ganun.
Wala po personal knowledge sa ganun.
Ako, narinig ko yan na meron, na malalakas siya. Kaya kung minsan pag may nahuhuli, hindi lumalabas yung nahuhuli.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
Captain Gambala.
yes, sir. That's what we heard when we first arrived in the customs. Naging
Interest group or pressure group rin yung isang grupo dyan, right?
yes, sir. Naging weapon yung pag-alert kay sir for harassment and extortion, sir.
Yung alin?
Yung pag-alert, sir. That's why the commissioner deemed it necessary as a policy that all alerts shall emanate from the office of the commissioner so that he could monitor,
Like I
sir.
told you, I told Ms. Anderson a while ago, I understand why he has to keep it centralized.
Yes, sir.
But also, the converse happened. All right? You can beat the system if you talk to the IAS, and the IAS, for example, as we heard here, they have a computer. Can you give me the computer na sinabi lahat yung HS number?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, andyan yung computer mo?
Nasa email po. Nasa email po yun.
All right, can you bring that computer under escort from the Sergeant at Arms when he leaves here? I want him accompanied by one of the lawyers of the Blue Ribbon to open up his computer and get all that email that shows somebody in customs giving all the HS code. Right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that means pagka may HS card ka, tuloy-tuloy green lane ka. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that correct, Mr. Gambala? Alam mo na ang code, hindi na magko-question because formatted yung machine. Pagka dumaan yung, binigay mo yung HS code, tuloy-tuloy na yun. Tama?
Yes, sir. If that HS code was not inputted in the selectivity system, sir.
Right. And they can even give a strange HS code once in a while. Nawala doon. Basta lumabas may HS code, makakalabas. Now, we all know now na kung paano lumalabas yung smuggling. We all know na talagang maraming kalokohan dyan. Even before you arrived, while you were there was corruption going on. But we are in the issue of drugs. Ito ang pinakamabigat ngayon. Like I said preliminarily, dahil dito sa paglabas ng droga, maraming namamatay. Is that correct? Mr. NBI, Mr. Pidea, both of you. Marami pa namamatay dahil maraming bumabaha pa ng shabu, correct?
I think there are drug-related killings.
Excuse me?
There are drug-related killings, Your Honor.
Right. Pidea?
Yun lang pong nai-report ng PNP sa amin, Your Honor.
May drug-related killings, correct?
Yes,
Lahat
Your
yan.
Honor.
So, kung lumalabas ang droga sa customs, like yung 890 na nasabat nyo nung December, by the way, what happened to that? A lot of people are asking. I know the procedure. I just want you to tell us, PIDEA and NBI, what you do with the drugs that you collect.
I think, Your Honor, the NBI had already filed the case against the Chinese personalities and some...
And have there been arrests made?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino ho na-arresto?
Your Honor, can I give you to the agent on case so that he can clearly...
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Director, thank you. Can you speed it up, please? We have a session this afternoon. What is your name?
Mr. Chair, I'm Attorney Eduardo Ramos Jr.
Eduardo
Ramos Jr., Mr. Chair.
Ang
Eduardo Ramos.
Ramos?
Yes, Your Honor.
as in Fidel Valdez Ramos. Raise your right hand, please.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
You might sit down there for a while. Mr. Ramos, from the 890 billion, 890 kilos that were arrested in December 23rd, may nahuli kayo?
Yes, Your Honor. During the implementation of search warrant, we were able to arrest 3 Chinese nationals together with 7 Filipinos, Mr. Chair.
And the case has been filed.
Yes, Your Honor.
And they're presently detained without bail.
Yes, Your Honor.
Where are they detained?
They are now detained. Bikutan, Your Honor.
Is there any connection between that 890 kilos? Did it come from customs? Through
Your Honor,
customs, rather, I'm sorry. Through customs.
Your Honor, I understand the case is already pending before the court.
Excuse me, sir? Excuse
The
me?
case is already pending before Regional Trial Court of San Juan. So, having said that, Your Honor, may we request that the NBI, in lieu of giving statements, submit a official report, Mr. Chair, to avoid being cited for contempt under the principle
Why
of...
will you be cited for contempt? I'm just asking you. We are a separate entity. We are the legislature. I am asking you a simple question. Is there any connection between that case, in this case, in the sense that the common denominator is both of them, the drugs were smuggled through customs?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Insofar as the tactical interrogation conducted, it passed through the Bureau of Customs, Mr.
Through
Chair.
customs. And what is the result of your investigation?
Insofar as this
Sino
particular...
nagpalusot?
We are still determining that, Mr. Chair.
You know, one of my frustrations, I've been working with the government for a long time, is every time I ask a question from a government official, he will say, present progressive.
Yeah.
We are still investigating. There is no closure. I mean, a case like this that happened in December, almost how many months ago, dapat, 9 months ago, dapat alam nyo na kung paano lumusot yan sa customs. Kung lumusot sa customs, alam nyo kung anong barko.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately...
No, yes or no?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
It went through a ship,
Yes, Mr.
and the
Chair.
ship came from China.
That is correct, Mr.
And do you have a name of the ship?
We don't have it yet.
Have you
because-
gotten the bill of lading? Have you gotten all the records that allowed those goods, those drugs to come through customs?
Unfortunately, Mr. Chair, during the implementation of search warrant, we haven't got any... We failed to get any documents pertaining to that shipment. Your Honor.
But you can go backwards, right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And is there any purchase in that? Are you able to get through and find out sino nag-release sa customs, sinong broker, saan warehouse?
Your Honor, may I be recognized, Your Honor?
Yes, please.
Your Honor, it only came to a point that the MBI found out that the same thing, the 890 kilos, also came from, passed through the Bureau of Customs. So, correlating it with the present case that we are hearing now, so this is the time that we are digging some records, because at the time of the raid, we don't have any documents found inside the apartment with which the 890 kilos were stored. So we will do a backtracking, Your Honor, so that we will get some documents from the Bureau of Customs, if they still have the documents for that.
You know, I must express my disappointment, if I may. I'm a very frank and candid person. A case like this, you go back until you find the source. This has been the bane. Ito ang, kaya palpak ang, kahit na mapatay mo lahat yung pusher, kung di mo mapapatay yung source, Meaning to say, masasara mo yung gripo, papasok at papasok yan. That is why we ask the Department of Justice to Senator Pimentel, I sent a letter, drafted it for him, mag-usap sa China. Pero kung alam nyo, galing sa barko, alam nyo lumusot sa customs, ang common denominator, customs. Now, Captain Gambala, you have by that time a command and control center. You should know by now kung paano nakalusot yun.
Yes, we need to find out that from our intelligence group, sir.
You have the knowledge.
No, sir.
Absolutely no hint whatsoever.
Yes, it's only now that we heard about it, sir.
No, you heard it last week.
Yes, sir.
Right, not now.
Yes,
Last
sir.
week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Me too. Having said that, the NBI should exert all efforts, and I will not close this investigation. I can submit a preliminary report, and I will go again and investigate the source of the 890 kilos, even if we have stopped here, and find out who are the personalities behind that 890 kilos. Hahanapin natin lahat kung sino ang nagpapasok niyan, kung sino ang tao doon sa customs, because habang may taong ganun sa customs, uulit-ulitin yan. Do you agree with me, sir? All of you.
We agree, Your Honor.
Pidea? Do you have any idea sa Pidea po kung sino nagpapasok niyan?
Your Honor, based on our statistics on seizure of drugs, maaari pong nanggagaling doon sa taas, Your Honor, sa China or Hong Kong, Your Honor.
Hindi po sinabi na ho nung bagong collector ng customs ngayon, si Sid La Peña, sa ibang hearing, nang tinanong ko siya, saan galing yan? China. Ito galing sa China. Itong lumabas ngayon. Ito na naman, sinabi ng direktor, galing sa China. Pero dapat, tungkulin ninyong dalawa, napuntahan nyo, hanapin nyo kung sino ang nagpapapasok sa customs. Habang meron kang tao sa customs na nagpapasok dyan, meron silang koneksyon. Katulad ni Taguba, napapalusutin yan sa customs. Lahat ng anak natin, lahat ng anak ninyo, lahat ng mga apo ninyo, pwedeng tamaan yan. So, that's why I have to express my disappointment. Dapat hanapin nyo yan. And I would start now with getting that ship and getting all the bills of lading na dumating dyan. Sino pumasok? Now, I will now go back and try to give you a hint, sir. Hindi sa nagmamagaling ako rito. Hindi namin trabaho dapat na mag-iimbestiga pa kami kung paano nangyari yan eh. Napipilitan kami. Alam nyo, ang totoo lang, pag nagbibigay sa akin ng referral sa Blue Ribbon, sabi ko, hindi ba ginawa ng pulis ang investigasyon dyan? Kami ba kailangan na magtanong kay Mr. Taguba? Ano ang common denominator dito? You heard me the last several days. The common denominator here is para makalusot ka sa customs, sumakay ka sa green lane. Do you agree? Please answer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Pidea,
Yes, Your Honor.
pagpasok nyo sa green lane, sino ang kakausapin nyo? Sino ang pinakamalaking tumatanggap doon, Mr. Taguba? 10,000. Iyas.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, follow the money, ang pinakamalaki 10,000, tingnan nyo lahat yung tumatanggap at malalaman nyo. I am sure, kahit na hindi lalam yan, matutunghalan nyo kung sino ang nagpapapasok niyan. So, Mr. Taguba, you have to say now to me, here, to the Blue Ribbon Committee, sino yung nagpapapasok niya. Kahit na may Davao Group ka, meron kang San Fernando Group, o kung saan galing yan, ang kailangan ko, yung binibigyan nyo para makasakay sa green lane. Para makapasok yan, hindi ako makakapaniwala na ikaw naniniwala ka lang na pag binigyan mo yung taong hindi mo alam ang family name, yung Jack, yung Nani, na magbibigay ka ng pera. May kinakausap ka, sisiguruhin mo yung perang ibibigay mo, papalusutin yung linyang yan. Bago mo kausapin yan, kakausapin mo yung IAS. Sino ang binibigyan mo sa IAS?
Your Honor, kay Tita Nani lang po talaga.
Hindi ako naniniwala sa'yo. Magbabag na tayo rito.
Yun lang po.
Hahalukayin natin yan.
Yun lang po talagang personal knowledge ko. Kay Tita Nani lang po ako.
Ikaw, sinasabi mo na araw, ayaw mo masama ang tatay mo. Tasabihin ko sa'yo ngayon. Di ba sinabi mo yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ang tatay mo, Vice Mayor. Ang totoo niyan, meron pa siya negosyo sa customs. Tama o hindi?
Wala na po.
Wala na. Okay. I will take that another advisement. I can get information to that effect. Si Juancho Saban, did he want to be Customs Commissioner at one time?
I don't know, Your Honor.
Did you know about that? Captain Gambala?
I'm not aware of it, sir.
Ms. Anderson?
Not a commissioner, Your Honor, deputy commissioner.
Deputy Commissioner, ang
Yes.
pag-aalam mo.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that is why si Saban malapit kay Fildon because Saban outranks Fildon. Captain siya. And let me ask you a question. Napakahirap ng pwesto ni Fildon. He is a captain na pinagtitiwalaan ng presidente. Pero, ang nilalagay sa kanya, nilalagay niya, and I can't understand this, perhaps you can help me explain this, mas matataas sa kanya rangko. Hindi mo maaalis, magtataka ako. Bakit ganon? You have general. Karma, nakalagay doon. A former superior officer. You have now, ano ba niya? Pamangkin ba niya pwede siya maging Deputy Collector of Customs, si Mr. Saban?
Kapatid po niya ata si Mike.
Kapatid niya, si Mike. Oh. Tapos lahat ng kinakausap niya, ang dumalang sa akin balita, mga military ang sinasabi. I must tell you this. It is so sad na palagi may military nasasangkot. Mali sa palagay ko na lagyan ng military kaagad ang customs. Lalo na isang malaking grupo sapagkat pwede kayong magsama-sama katulad na nangyari sa immigration, sama-sama yung mista, sama-sama yung mga brad. Ngayon, dito na naman nangyayari, nakakasira tuloy sa reputation ng mga
Sir, because it's no longer about smuggling, sir, but it's already about drugs, sir.
Excuse me. You know, we spend up to late nights and even early morning discussing this case. We're not happy. You are our brothers. You
Yes,
are the
sir.
protectors of the state under the Constitution. And when you're brought in there, I really do not agree na dapat mag-ingat tayo because kaliwat kanan na lumalabas may military collection. You are placed in a spot now. If I may be allowed to think freely, humor me if you will, Magdalo stage a coup. You were part of that.
Yes, sir.
Ang tinitingnan ko kayo mga bata, sayang, mga bata na ito ang gagaling. Inahabol nyo, baguhin yung military, yung procurement system. I agreed with you, but I did not agree with the means.
Yes, sir.
And I'm willing to give a second chance. I'm a guy who gives a lot of second chances in my career. Alright? Pero pag pinagsama-sama at pumalpak, katulad ng PNP, ayoko ang national PNP, ngayon, palpak ang isang pulis, o 3 pulis, o 5 pulis, buong PNP, ang sabi ngayon, patay ng patay ang PNP. Wala nang pinipili. Pagka kayo magkakasama dyan, maalis mo ba sa pananaw ng tao? And I'm addressing you, Captain Gambala, you've been the most decent here. So far as I can see. Wala pa akong nakikita, nakasama ka dyan, so far. I'm addressing you. It can be said that you are there, one, to enhance the political party. 2, you may be raising money for another coup. 3, you may be enriching yourselves. Magkakasama kayo. I'm just musing. I'm not saying that is gospel truth. I'm not saying those are the facts. Pero you're putting yourself in a very bad situation because nandiyan kayo. That's why I need the truth from you. You have to extricate yourselves. Kayo dapat ang magsasabi na ilabas ninyo kung meron kayong kasama under the honor code, you will not cheat, you will not lie, you will not steal, neither will you tolerate your fellow cadet to lie, to steal, to cheat. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
So that if you know that your mista, or if you know that another academy graduate is here doing that, you will not tolerate that. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that is why I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Because I'd like, if my son wanted to be in the PMA or my grandson wanted to be in the PMA, I'll say, go ahead. To me, the military is the greatest equalizer of any country. That is why there must be a proud military tradition. Pagka nagkakalat yan, magkakaroon tayo ng problema sa bansa natin. There are 4 major institutions: the church, education, the military, and the community. So if we do not fix this, we cannot come out here having people doubting the institutions of this country. So now, ang lumalabas, meron kayong ginawa na institution na, ginawa nyo yung grupo ninyo, karamihan kasama nyo sa magdalo, kasama nyo sa military, kasama nyo yung iba. Kabisan, nalulungkot ako na pag-iinit na si Mr. Peldon ng isang P-Mayor, kaya ako, imbis na magalit ako, pinahinahon ko. Dahil gusto ko, maayos tayo. Pero hindi ko maalis sa akin na porque integrate si Peldon, mababa ang tingin sa PMA. Have you ever heard of that situation na pagka hindi P-Mayor sa military, hindi lamang? Hindi makakagwata kasing bilis ng PMA graduate. I'm sure you've heard that, right? Yes or no?
Sometimes, sir.
The simple question is yes.
Yes,
I've heard
sir.
it sometimes.
Yes, sir.
That's right. So we are trying to avoid that. Understand me correctly. I'm trying to be very careful. I'm not very good at that because I'm nauna yung frankness ko. So ang importante dito sa akin, mabuksan natin itong lahat na ito. So, unfortunately, when you go to the jugular, and the jugular, you have to admit, is internal affairs. It's Captain Maestro Campo who's in charge there.
Yes, sir. He's the director of ES, sir.
Okay.
But as far as I'm concerned, sir, as far as I know my classmates, sir, he's not involved in any of this, sir.
That's very noble of you,
Yes,
but
sir.
of course, I will expect you na kung may kasalanan yan, he's not all right, right?
But
That is the term, right?
yes, sir.
Are you all right? Di ba?
All right, sir.
All right, all right.
But rest assured, sir, as you had told a while ago, sir, in my part and of course my comrades in the bureau, we also would like to get to the bottom of this, sir, because sabi niyo akin na, sir, hindi na biro, sir, drugs na kasi, sir, yung pinag-uusapan, sir.
Correct.
So kami, sir, we don't really want to tolerate this, sir. We have promised that we will help this country, sir, through the Bureau of Customs. And yes, sir, we are in this. If ever we'll be out of the bureau, we'll still do our part. But while we're still in the bureau, sir, we'll try to get to the bottom of this. Because that's what we promised, sir, when we enter the bureau, sir.
In other words, what I'm trying to tell you is everybody, including the Senate, including us, and I always tell my children that you have to earn it. You cannot inherit the title.
Yes, sir.
My son wanted to be mayor. I said, you have to earn it.
Yes, sir.
So he decided to run early. I did not campaign for him. You have to earn it. In other words, all of you have to earn the respect that we need to have. So having said that, let me now go to these two gentlemen. No, I'll go to Kenneth first. Kenneth Dong. Kenneth Dong,
Your Honor,
were you born in the Philippines?
in China po.
China. Where in China?
Fujian.
Fujian. And you know Mr. Chen?
No,
You don't know him?
no.
The man beside you?
Before, hindi. Ngayon ko lang nakilala.
What do you mean? Yes, I know him. O tapos, kailan mo siya nakilala?
After incident,
And who introduced you to Mr. Chen?
Mr. Lee.
Mr. Lee. Is that correct, Mr. Lee?
Po yun, sir.
Mr. Lee, not Mr. D. Mr. Manny Lee.
Mr. Manny Lee. Hindi po kayo. Ang Fidel, hindi po kayo.
Okay po, sir. Thank you po.
是的。
Yes, yes.
Yes. So you have known each other for a long time?
Sir, Mr. Kenneth Dong or for Mr. Chen?
Can you use the microphone? Mang Fidel, pakilipat lang po dito, sir. Ang lang ho. Hindi ho, sumupo na ho kayo dito. Mas maganda yung kutsyon na yan. Ayan yung umupo siya doon sa matigas. Bata pa naman siya. Sige po. Go ahead.
Your Honor, does he know Mr. Kenneth Dong for a long time?
Yes.
你认识那个 Kenneth Dong 很长时间了吗？
2016年1月份。
From starting 2016 January, they
So-
know each other.
And you have had business together, right? That's what you said in the affidavit. If I remember correctly.
Your Honor, they have.
Yeah, they have, all right?
Yes.
All right. And Mr. Kenneth, when he needed something, when he needed somebody to use na mag-i-import, pinakilala mo siya, you introduced him to Mr. Chen. Is that correct?
Hindi po.
Or how did you get connect both of them?
No, from the beginning, never ko pa na-meet si Mr. Chen.
Excuse me?
Kasi po, yung nangyari is, last September,
Akala ko ba you're comfortable in Tagalog or English?
Tagalog.
Tagalog na. O sige, nagbago ka na naman.
Noong September last year, lumapit sa akin si Mr. Manny Lee at nagpahanap ng broker.
Oh, yun ang sinabi mo sa
Yes,
affidavit.
doon ko nakilala si Mr. Mark Taguba. And then, pinapatry ni Mr. Lee yung mga container kay Mr. Taguba. And the result is, yung nangyari is very efficient, mabilis yung deliver, and the price is okay.
So, ikaw ang pakilala kay Mr. Taguba.
Yes po.
Pero nung dumating na yung kargamento, hindi ba totoo ikaw nagsabi na dalhin yung kargamento? Sinabi mo kay Mr. Taguba at kay Mr. TJ na dalhin yung kargamento sa bodega ni Mr. ni Mr. Chen.
Kasi po yung nangyari...
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yun ang sinabi ni Mr. Taguba dito. Ang nag-utos sa kanya na dalhin yung containers na nagdala-dala yung drugs ay ikaw.
Oh, pero the address is given by Mr. Lee, Mr. Manny Lee. Kasi siya po yung may
The
kilala kay...
address was given to you by Mr. Manley. Is that correct? You gave him the address of Mr. Chen.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Is it correct that according to Mr. Dong, Mr. Lee was the one who gave the address of Mr. Chen so that the goods can be delivered to the warehouse in Astor?
是你把那个货柜要运送的那个地址给 Kenneth Dong 了吗？
是的，我是根据那个红辉的那个陈小姐传过来的地址，我再传给那个Kenneth 的。
He was the one who gave the address to Kenneth Dong based on the address given by Miss Chen from China in Hongfei Company.
Who is this Miss Chen from China?
谁是这个陈小姐？
红辉的在厦门的一个陈淑雅小姐。
It's Miss Chen Shuya. She is working in Xiamen Hongfei Company as a contact or office secretary.
So, Mr. Chen owns Hongfei China also. You're aware of that?
陈先生是
Paki-translate mo lang kay Mr. Chen, ha? Di ba, Mr. Chen, ikaw rin ang may-ari ng Hongfei sa China?
He doesn't know Mr. Chen owns Hongfei China too.
Mr. Chen, ikaw ang may-ari. Alam na nung Hongfei sa China. Marunong ka mag-Tagalog eh.
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay. English naman nasagot mo ngayon, ha? Sige. Tapos, so, dati-dati, you've been engaging in business with Mr. Chen. Pero this time, you asked Kenneth, you told Kenneth to have the goods delivered to Mr. Chen's warehouse in Astor, correct?
是你把地址告诉跟他动，然后让跟他动把这个货物送到这个陈先生的仓库里面去的，对吗？
对的，根据那个钱小姐微信过来的地址。
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, all right. Now, Kenneth, you're familiar with the bodega or the warehouse of Mr. Chen,
Yung ano, never pa ako nakapunta doon sa bodega nila.
but you did tell Mr. Taguba to bring it to his bodega.
Because all of the container I owned, doon sa, ang pagmimayari, I mean, yung...
Hindi nga, sinabi ni Manny Rizeo, i-deliver doon kayo.
Yes po.
Okay. Now, nung matagal na kayo nagdinegosyo ni Mr. Taguba?
Hindi naman po. Nag-start ako, nagbibigay po ako sa kanya mga client since last September lang.
September. At
Opo.
ikaw meron kang binibigay na pera sa kanya base or siya nagbibigay sa'yo. Which one is which?
Nangyari po, yung binibigay na sa akin presyo is all in, deliver na doon sa...
170.
Nung una is 190,000. Nung nag-start kami, 190,000 yung start. And then, early this year, binaba niya na 170.
Naging 170.
Yes po.
Magkano nakukuha mo doon? Magkano nakukuha mo doon?
Nagpapatong po ako ng 5 to 10,000 per container.
Patong kay Taguba.
No, nagpapatong ako for my own margin.
Yun ang margin mo.
Yes po.
Saan mo kinita yun? How
Sa-
did you earn that? Paano mo nakita yan?
yung price na yan, nagpatong po ako bago ko ibigay kay Mr. Manny Lee.
So, nagpatong ka na kay Taguba.
Yes po.
Nagpatong ka rin kay Manili.
No. Nagbigay sa akin si Taguba ng 170, so binibigay ko kay Mr. Manny is nasa 180 to 190.
So, magkano ang patong mo doon?
10 to 20 yung huli. 10 to 20 per container.
Per container?
Yes po.
10 to 20,000 per container?
Yes po.
Ilang container na ang kinita mo dito sa shipment nitong si...
Since
sa-
kasi wala pong ko idea na may nangyari ng
No. Hindi ko alam yung nangyari.
10 to 20,000 pa rin.
Pa rin?
Same price pa rin.
Mga
I
ilan
have
ang
to
kinita
report.
mo doon?
10 to 20,000 lang po. Yung
No, ilan
container.
ang container ang napasok nyo sa mga transaction nyo? In your
Since
estimation?
September siguro mas 200.
So, 200 times 20,000.
Yes.
Magkano yan?
Mga 4 to 5 M.
45 million.
4 to 5 M.
4 million to
Yes,
5
po.
million, right?
Yes.
Now, you own a nightclub.
Yes po.
And from what I know, that nightclub is big, super club, di ba?
Yes po.
Super. Sino ang kliyente mo doon?
Karamihan ng mga Cebuano and mga tourists.
Tourist.
Yes po.
Mahilig ka magpalitrato.
Yes po.
In fact, pati ako, pinuna mo na litrato. Ewan ko kung pinotoshop mo. Hindi ko alam kung saan nakuha yan.
Hindi lang po sa mga
Saan
politicians.
mo nakuha yun?
Doon sa birthday ni Senator Mick Subiri.
Ano, kasama ko si Mick Subiri, nangangampanya kami.
No, nung birthday na.
Birthday ni Mix.
Yes.
Nagpakakuha ka ng litrato, tapos biglang lumabas sa Facebook yung litrato ko.
Actually, hindi ako nag-post eh. Hindi ko alam kung paano lumabas ito sa mga ano.
O hindi,
po ako
wala naman
nag-post
akong
eh.
kopya ng litrato yun, paano lalabas? Tapos, mahilig ka rin kumuha ng mga litrato ng maraming senador. At
Hindi lang po
ikaw,
sa hindi lang po sa mga senator, no? Karamihan po ng tao is mahilig naman talaga magpa-picture eh. I mean, hindi lang ako. Lahat naman po ng tao mahilig magpa-picture sa public figure, hindi lang politiko, pati artista, businessman. So,
lalo na kung businessman ka. Kaibigan ko si Senador ganito, kaibigan ko si General ganito, pati nga si Mr. Chen, mahilig magpalitrato, may litrato pa siya kay Commissioner Paildon na nung nandun sila sa bodega, di ba? May litrato kayong dalawa, di ba? Hindi ko nakasabi siya, alam mo na yan. May litrato ka dito. Pagkatapos, mahilig ka magpalitrato, ikaw rin ay nagkaroon ng problema because mahilig kang magpunta sa casino.
dati na po yun, no?
Ano, yes or no?
Yes po. That was 3 years ago. Na medyo bata pa ako.
Natalo ka na natalo.
Yes po, pero na-trauma na po ako doon. At
Tinatanong ko na trauma ka, wala akong pakialam din sa trauma.
Okay.
Tinatanong ko lang, simple lang. Nagsusugal ka, malaking talo mo. Tama o hindi?
yes po.
Nung kinausap ka namin, doon sa opisina ko sa Red Cross, nagpunta kayo kasama ng abogado mo.
Yes po.
Di ba totoo, tinanong ka ni Mr. nung Comsec, tinanong ka, nagbabayad ka ba ng income tax?
Yung company ko po nagbabayad.
Pero ikaw, hindi mo yung sinabi mo. Sabi mo, hindi ka nagbabayad.
Opo.
Di ba? Sabi mo, hindi ka nagbabayad.
Opo.
Anong ibig mo sabihin nun? Hindi ka nagbabayad ng tax sa gobyerno? Hindi ka nagbabayad whatsoever?
Hindi, lahat ng company namin nagbabayad ng tax.
Pero personal,
Personal, kasi minsan nanlugi ka, minsan, so hindi po ako
kaya nga, hindi ka nagbabayad ng tax sa
Opo.
personal mo.
Opo.
Yan ang sinabi mo. You remember that, right?
Yes po.
And then, I will not ask about nagkaroon ka ng personal problem. Malaki.
Yes po.
And you have to have a lawyer.
Yes po.
Malaking kaso yun, di ba?
Yes po.
Traumatic yun, di ba?
Yes po.
Hindi pa tapos, di ba?
Yes
O,
po.
ito tumatawa. Inaresto ka pa rito nung isang araw, di ba? Yes or no?
Yes po.
Inaresto ka, hindi dahil sa kaso ito, punot dahil sa kaso na yon.
Yes po.
Ano yung kaso na yon?
Rape case po.
Ayoko manggaling sa akin, ikaw ang magsabi.
Yes po.
And, nahilig ka sa babae.
Hindi po.
Oy, bakit ka na charge ng rape?
Doon na po ako siguro magpaliwanag sa korte, pero as of now, masasabi ko lang is,
Hindi,
wala po akong kasalanan dyan.
Oh, nakakasalanan.
May hawak po akong strongest evidence, pero sa korte lang po ako magpaliwanag. Please allow me.
I will grant you that.
Yes
I
po.
will grant you that. Ayoko naman, I'm not here to embarrass you. Now, nalulugi ka, mahilig ka magpalitrato, mahilig ka magnegosyo sa nightclub, marami kang ina-entertain doon.
Actually, yung participation ko doon sa club, I'm not the one who handle the management or operation. Ang function ko lang po doon is ako po yung gumagawa ng events. Ako po yung...
ang tanong ko hindi yan. Ang tanong ko, kung may kaibigan ka, you can entertain there. Di ba, punta ako doon. O, halika, good time tayo. Halika, punta ka sa club ko. Tama?
Hindi po, kasi hindi naman every week nandun ako eh.
Hindi, pero kung nandun ka, mag-iimbita ka.
Hindi naman po. Usually, yung tao nagte-text sa akin na kung pwede makapasok sa club, pero...
Ba't may bayad ba sa club?
Yes po.
Magkano ang bayad?
300.
Ang
Entrance.
entrance. Now, is it true na I'll ask the PDEA na merong problema sa drugs doon sa nightclub na ano pa na? Super Live. Super Live ba pangalan? Live? L-I-V. As in Live Tyler. Live.
LIV.
L-I-V.
Yes po.
Meron ba problema si Mr. Dong sa inyo sa PIDEA? What is the answer?
According to the Regional Office 7 Regional Director, Director Yogi Ruiz, uh, his name just cropped up because of overspending. But as per the club, wala pong actual direct report on that matter, Your Honor.
I understand that it's on a drug watch. I have a newspaper article that says that. Can you show it, please? I just want to make sure that we are clear here.
We'll find out, Your Honor. We'll text the regional director.
We will show you in a little while.
We will confirm it, Your Honor.
Huh?
We will confirm it to the regional director,
If
Your
I
Honor.
have a confidential memo here on the operations of that nightclub, do you have the same copy?
Yes, Your Honor.
For Isidro La Peña? Do you own that club? Ikaw ba may-ari?
I'm one of the part owner.
Totally? Meron ka lang
part
pangalan ng partners, pinapangalan mo lang sa ibang tao, pero ikaw talaga may-ari.
Ano po?
Ikaw talaga may-ari.
Isa ako sa mga part owner.
Ilan share mo?
20 plus. 20 to 30.
That is not what is contained here in this report. In fact, there is even a report that you're setting up a travel agency and you're setting up dummy partners. Is that correct?
No, I'm not the one who own the travel agency. Sa ibang partner ko po yun.
The agency will facilitate the entry of Chinese tourists from mainland China via direct flight to China, to Cebu. And we could not discount the possibility that this may include chemists in the manufacture of shabu. Of course, that is just a guess. Not to do with you. They're guessing. All right? You understand me?
Yes po.
So with all your problems, mahalang abogado, may kaso ka, tatalo ka sa sugal, it is, hindi ba maalis mo sa aming isipin na dahil doon kailangan mo ng mga kaibigan na malalaking tao para kung matrouble ka, ipapakita ka ng litrato. Kung gusto mo mag-entertain, gagamitin mo yung nightclub.
Hindi
And then
po.
you work in customs, and in customs, you are part of the operation of Taguba who bribes people in customs to be able, para mapalabas, to be able to facilitate the release of drugs or the release of items that should be contraband or smuggled or misdeclared. You're aware of that. You're aware of that. Nabibigay kayo. Yes or no?
Nagbibigay po ako ng all-in, yung price na binibigay sa akin ng all-in. Pero wala po akong alam kung sino po yung kausap ni Mr. Mark.
Pero alam mo, naglalagay para
Hindi ko
lumabas.
po alam na may lagay siya.
Alright. I find that hard to believe because palagi siya ginagamit mo. At narinig mo sinasabi niya rito, naglalagay siya para mailabas niya yung epekto sa customs. Now, pinagtatakaan ko, ikaw nagsabi na dalhin yung epektos doon sa bodega ni Mr. ni Mr. Chen at biglang lumabas may drugs. Masisisi mo ba ako na isipin ko o ang committee isipin namin na because of all your problems and because you're engaged heavily in making sure that customs ay madaling mapalusutan na kayong lahat ay may kinalaman sa droga? That's just a rhetorical question. You don't have to answer it. But you can comment.
Your Honor, from the beginning talaga, ang basis ko talaga is the packing list. Kung ano yung packing list na sinasend sa akin, ang role ko lang po dito is talaga to translate doon sa English. There's no way of knowing na may laman ng shabu sa loob. Kasi,
No,
lahat-
yun nga, I'm glad you said that. There's no way of knowing. Pero hindi ba, kung ako ay si TJ, where's TJ? Nawala. Kung ako ay si Taguba, lalo na kung ako si EMT, magwo-worry ako na binibigyan akong pera para makapasok ng kahon at gusto ko naman malaman, baka nagpapasok ng baril, baka nagpapasok ng bomba. Napanood mo ba yung Sum of All Fears? Nuclear bomb ang pinasok mula sa nakuha sa isang bombang ibinagsak ng Israel Air Force doon sa Middle East, nakuha ng terrorist, ipinasok yung bomba, nilagay sa vending machine na ipasok sa Maryland at habang nanonood ng football, yung presidente ng Amerika, pinaputok yung bomb doon. Siyempre, kung ako nagdinegosyo dyan sa negosyong yan, Mr. Taguba, hindi ka natatakot na papalusutan ka? Sikat ka eh. Ang dami mong koleksyon, nakakapagpasok ka ng malaking droga, na malaking kahon. Binalagyan mo yung malalaking tao dyan. Hindi ka matatakot kung saan, kung mapapasukan ka ng droga?
Your Honor, ang usapan lang naman namin po
No,
is yung-
tinatanong ko kung natatakot ka, hindi yung usapan.
Natatakot po.
Tatakot. Hindi mo tinatanong.
Your Honor,
Ikaw, Mr. Dong, o ikaw, Miss Tatad, hindi ka natatakot, ginagamit yung pangalan mo, nagbubulag-bulaga ka, basta tumanggap ako ng 1,500 per box na pwede kang gamitin, lagyan ng bomba yon, lagyan ng droga yon. Hindi ka natatakot,
Natatakot din po, Your Honor.
pero sumusugal ka.
Opo, Your Honor.
At ngayon, may laman na droga. Si TJ ba yan parating? TJ, hindi mo ba inaalam, kayo ni Mr. Tatad, hindi mo inaalam kung ano yung pinapadala dito?
Your Honor, as a customs broker po, nagre-rely lang po ako sa dokumento. With regards po sa content nito po, wala po akong alam.
In other words, wala kayo tungkulin na alamin. Kumbaga sa AMLA, know your customer. Know your depositor.
Your Honor, sinabi naman po namin na wag po maglo-load ng kontrabando. Talagang purely GM lang po. Yun naman po ang basic na sinabi naman po namin sa kanila. Wala pong kontrabando.
Alam mo ako, kinuha ko yung Federal Express dito sa Pilipinas eh. Ginawa tayong hub sa buong mundo ng FedEx. Ang laki problema ko nung araw sa customs, dahil kailangan mabilis, yung ginagawa niyang green lane. Lahat ng bababa sa customs, bihirang bubuksan ng customs yan. Green lane. Pero, mananagot yung FedEx kung may lalabas na kontrabando doon. Unang-una, delikado, kung lagyan ng bomba yung aeroplano ng FedEx, puputok yan sa ako, makakadisgrasya. So, nag-iingat sila na alamin nila. At dahil ikaw, nagdinegosyo, alam mo may packing list. Galing sa China. Would you say, common knowledge na yung shabu galing sa China, Mr. Pidea? Anong pangalan niya? Hindi ko makita. Mr. Quinto. Quinto ba? Quinto ba? Quinto.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, lahat ng drugs galing sa China. 95% ng shabu. 99%.
Mayroon din pong nanggagaling sa Taiwan, other areas, sa Taiwan and Korea.
So, pero karamihan China.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, kung ikaw nasa customs, Captain Gambala, nasa customs ka, Neil, Estrella, nasa customs kayo, nag-iingat kayo, kaya meron pa tayong aso. Tama? May timbang pa tayo dyan, timbangan. Pag medyo mabigat, dapat malalaman nyo. Hindi na katulad ng sinabi ni Captain Gambala as a young idealistic officer, kanya. Mahirap yan. Pagka-drugs na yan, ibang uusapan na yan. Tama, Mr. Gambala? Hindi kayo natatakot, papasok yung kahon ninyo. Ang kausap nyo, parehong Chinese, parehong kwan, hindi ko na kayong kinakahon yan porque Chinese, hindi pagtitiwala. Marami rin akong kaibigan. Mr. Manny Lee, are you not afraid that what is coming from China does not have drugs? You do not check?
He never really thought about it, Your
He
Honor.
never really thought about it. Greed trumps it all.
None.
And Mr. Chen, nakukuha mo lahat sa mga boxes na yan. Hindi mo inisip na pwede magkaroon ng droga doon sa loob?
Wala lang, ako na tao lang, siya labas lang, amoy. Wala lang, siya, hindi, kaya lang open pa.
Hindi ka natatakot na baka pinapalusutan ka na mayroong drugs sa loob ng kahon?
Ako takot lang, totoo lang.
Takot
Ako,
ka, pero-
kung iyo talabaho, ako wala, totoo lang.
Oo, lahat siya nagtatrabaho. Pero, alam mo, maraming Pilipina darating sa China, binibigyan ng drugs, sa maleta, pag nahuli, bitay. Pwede pumunta sa Indonesia, may dalang maleta, nahuli sa Indonesia, bitay. Hindi ka natatakot doon? Sino mo yan?
Sabi takot lang. Ako takot
I'm
lang.
sure natatakot ka, pero hindi mo chinecheck. Bahala na si Batman.
Ako totoo takot lang. So ako lang sa China.
Kung natatakot ka, kayong dalawa, si Mr. Taguba 3, si Kenneth Dong 4, si TJ 5, si Taguba 6, si Fidel Anoche D. Ilang beses na dumating yung kahon sa inyo at nakikita mo mga Chinese ang kumukuha ng mga kahon ng mga container box.
Your Honor, kung mamarapatin po nyo, kasi may kaso na po akong kinakaharap sa RTC Branch 284, doon na lang po ako magsasalita, Sir, Your Honor.
In other words, sabi mo, hindi ka pwedeng talungin dahil baka lalo ka ma-incriminate. Dahil baka lalo ka madiin. Are you the lawyer?
Prampaw po, Prampaw.
Ha?
Prampaw po. Sa,
Pao? Hindi ka natatakot na may laman droga yan. Ang tinatanong ko, simple lang. Hindi ka nangangamba. Hindi ka nagsususpecha.
pwede ko sagutin, sir. Ha? Kung mamarapatin po nyo, Your Honor, doon lang po sana ako magsalita kasi po ano.
Oh, sige. Mana ka? Bago yan, may dumating pang ibang kahon.
Yun lang po.
Ang ilang araw, di ba? Ibang araw.
Di, kung,
At palagi yung mga Chinese na andon.
kung maaari lang po sana doon na lang po ako, Your Honor, magsalita sa ano.
Sige. Tatanungin kita. Alam mo, double book yan, ha? Dahil kung nagsasabi ka ng totoo, hindi ka dapat matakot. Hindi ka iiwas. Dahil alam mo, wala kang kasalanan. Alam mo, ang tingin ko sa'yo, ginamit ka lang eh. Nahihiya nga ako Sabi ko nga, bodigero lang yan. Huwag nyo nang parusahan yan. Yung ate niya, nahawa sa kanya, hindi nakapag-ano. Ano ba natapos mo?
High school po.
High school.
Your
Wala kang
Honor.
trabaho iba.
Wala na po, sir.
Hindi magbantay doon sa
Actually,
puti.
taga-Sambales po ako, sir. Your Honor, eh.
Uy, oo. Sa kapital Sambales.
Sa Paramig po, Your
Palawig.
Honor. Opo.
Oo. Mamatwatan tao talaka ka, bahabi kayabi ko mo yun alban.
Ganon po.
Sige.
Senador.
Lako, salamat.
Lako po, salamat,
Sige. Pero
Senador.
sabihin ko sa iyo ngayon, hindi ka nagdududa na maaaring ikaw, ang totoo niyan, high school graduate ka, hindi ka nakakapagtrabaho, ang nangyari, yung pala, droga na yan. Ang sabi ko, ito lang ako, no? Ang sabi ko, na naman siguro kinalaman yan eh. Yan, tanong mo yung PIDEA. Sinabi ko, ginagamit lang yan eh. The Honorable Senator Pacquiao is arriving and preparing for his next fight and he will win this time in Australia. Oh, pare, ba't pipilay-pilay ka? Alright, so yun, di ka natatakot.
Kung mare po sana, Your Honor, yun
Hindi ka nangangamba.
Kung mamarapatin po nyo, doon na lang
Sige.
talaga po ako, sir. Your Honor, magsasalita sa korte. Yun lang po talagang ano.
Lahat ng sinasabi niyo dyan, pwede rin kung pagdating sa Husgado, yan rin ang gigisa sa inyo. You don't want to cooperate, that's fine with me. Sabi ko na sa iyo, ako, tingin ko, bakit nga, gulat ka ako, ba't kinulong ka pa eh? Pero, ang gusto ko sana malaman sa inyong lahat ngayon, ilang beses na pumasok yan, hindi nyo kilala kung sino ang pinagdadala niyan? Mr. Kenneth Dong, Mr. Manny Lee, don't you know who the goods are going to? Ang tanong ko lang. Oh, what's the answer?
He didn't know, Your Honor. He is just following only the original delivery address.
You don't check
From
the
China.
packing list whether it conforms to what is going to be delivered. You have no suspicion whatsoever.
Your Honor, based on his statement, he had suspicion, and also he double confirmed with Miss Chen from Hongfei, China, before he do anything else.
I'm sorry, I was kind of distracted. I'm sorry. Kindly repeat.
Your Honor, based on his statement, he double confirmed with Miss Chen in Hongfei, China, for the item list and also delivery address before he do anything else.
Mr. Chan, you don't bother to check where it's going to?
Yes.
You don't bother to check. Hindi mo tinitignan kung kanino pupunta yan. Hindi ka natatakot o natatakot ka na baka drugs yan. Wala kang pakialam kung saan pupunta yan. Can you translate that very well to him? He doesn't know what's inside the box and he doesn't care where it's going to. He's just a poor businessman na dinadala niya yung that he brings the box, the containers here to deliver to his people. Yeah. Koi.
Your Honor, as you said, he just accept the order and do the delivery, and he is acting as a poor businessman, and innocent and involved.
Again, just to cut to the chase, I will tell you. I brought FedEx here again. Ang negosyo ng FedEx, overnight express delivery. Alright? But FedEx, pag nagpadala ka dyan, aalamin nila, they will want to know what you have inside. They will look at it before they pack it. Especially since it's going into an aircraft. You know why you were detained? Because you have not told the truth. I cannot believe that you people, you two Chinese gentlemen, don't know to whom the shipment is going to, and you did not even bother to find out what's inside. You just assume it could have been a bomb. It could have been shabu as it came out. And I cannot believe you don't know to whom it's going to be delivered. Did you understand me? Tagalog yun. Sino?
Your Honor, based on Manili, he said for those to suspect what's inside the container and also to check what's actually the item in the container and also to question it, it should be the responsibility of the Hongfei company because he is only middleman or a friend that who introduces.
No, but you are paid by Hongpei to deliver it. You're a consolidator. He is paid. That is his services. He receives it and makes sure it lands in the Philippines safely. And he gets money for it. That's what I told him earlier. I hope you realize the line of questioning. Narino ako eh. Hindi ko kayo tinatakot. The line of questioning is meron tayong responsibility. Why? Hurry.
Yes, Your Honor. Hongfei pays him per container as their delivery charge.
I have a paper here that says it comes from Zhu Mingjun. Zhu Mingjun. 1 box. 3 boxes, Zhu Mingjun. And then 3 boxes named after Fidel Anoche Lee.
He don't know the name.
Now, maybe you don't realize it, but again, I'm also forming in aid of legislation that there should be, anyway, maaari na yan. Ako lang bahala doon. Now, you don't bother to find out who is going to go to. Wala kang pakialam kung saan dadali niyan. Mr. Chen. Microphone, please.
Isang item lang, isang paper ba? Surat, address, telephone number, tao lang, narito lang,
Alam ko yan. May address. Ano yun? Address ba doon dadalahan niya yung Bautista o yung Aster?
Ugong lang. Ugong. 3050 dito lang.
Bautista?
Yes.
Bautista. Pero hindi mo alam kung sino yung taong pagdadalan nun. He doesn't know to whom it's going to go.
Hindi alam.
Hindi mo alam. And you don't care.
Siya number ba? Siya bodega
How much money do they pay you to accept the delivery here and deliver it to Ugong? Magkano ang perang binabayad sa'yo?
Siya lahat ang 37,000.
37,000 isang box.
Hindi lahat.
Lahat.
Fine,
37 mil.
Yes.
Para i-deliver doon, ikaw sasambot dito,
Yes.
dadali sa Taguba na binayaran ng 20,000 per truck, dadali mo na doon sa iyo. Tapos dadali mo sa Bautista. Can you turn down the microphone? Yeah, go ahead.
Yes lang. Lahat ng China for me ba? Deliver hanggang dito lang 37,000 peso. Lahat.
per container or lahat-lahat?
Hindi. 5 pieces lang. 5 pieces.
5 containers.
5 boxes ba?
5 lahat.
Yes.
37,000.
37, yes.
What about Mr. Manili? How much did you make from that transaction?
Your Honor,
Yes.
Manili receives payment as the whole container only, not partially by delivery or something.
Our staff will give this to you. And for the benefit of everybody listening here, it's just a note in Chinese and a translation, and I want you to translate here for me. You should come here. It says, our boss said the Philippine Customs will not find you. All right? This is a conversation between Manili and Mr. Chen. Please translate this one.
It is as it translated. Our boss said the Philippine custom will not find you.
What do you mean by that? Who is saying that? Richard Chen is saying that.
This is
You can go look at the other pages before that. Sinabi mo ba yan? Yung ang boss natin ang sabi ng boss natin, hindi tayo makikita ng customs, hindi tayo mahuli ng customs, o maaaring hindi tayo ma-discover ng customs, Philippine customs.
I think the person who is saying this is someone from Home Free Company.
Yeah, that's him. Come here. Bakit mo sinabi yan?
Ako, hindi alam siya, secretary, siya, usap. Ako, hindi alam lang.
But you're the one talking to Manili.
Siya, China, bis Chen lang siya, usap. Ako, hindi alam lang.
Talk to him in Chinese. What is he saying?
这个是你中国的秘书嘛？中国红飞的那个陈小姐嘛？Miss Chen in Hong Fei China, right? This is Miss Chen in Hong Fei China. Your employee.
Yes lang, siya,依照講我唔知。siya,
Is the employee talking to Mr. Lee?
这个是你的。
China lang, Hong Fei secretary lang.
Miss Chen in Hong Fei China, his employee.
He's talking to Manili.
Yes.
And he's saying, the secretary in Hong Fei, China, is saying, our boss, meaning you own Hong Fei, sabi niya, Philippine Customs will not find you. Para sinasabi mo, relax ka lang, hindi tayo mahuhuli dyan. Correct.
他说是你的秘书讲跟曼尼利讲说，菲律宾这边的海关不会找他。
Ako, hindi alam siya, siya secretary, usap lang.
So is it possible then that your secretary is the one smuggling the drugs and he's telling Mr. Manili, don't worry, our boss says, the Philippine Customs will not find you.
他说那照你这样说的话，就是你们公司的这个陈小姐自己在运送毒品，然后假借你的名义在编这些故事出来是吧？
这个应该不会吧？这个不会的。
He said it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that Miss Chen is struggling the drugs and trying to fix the statement.
I'm not even saying. I'm just saying, why would the secretary tell Mr. Lee, our boss says Philippine Customs will not find you? You understand what I'm saying?
为什么你的秘书要告诉曼尼利说菲律宾的这个海关不会找他？
因为他可能知道我们公司是 inform 嘛，因为我们是通知菲律宾海关的嘛，我们是帮菲律宾海关的嘛，所以他应该是理解是说我们是 inform， 我们是通知菲律宾海关的，所以菲律宾海关不会给我们找麻烦的，是这样，因为我们是帮菲律宾海关，哎。
Because in Hongfei company they works with the Philippine custom, so he is thinking what his secretary is supposed to mean is because they are working with Philippine custom a long time, so the Philippine custom will not cause trouble to him.
Oh, okay. That's not what he said. That is his interpretation, but this is between Manny Lee, you, and the secretary of Mr. Chen in China is assuring you that Philippine Customs will not find you. In so many words, don't worry about Philippine Customs. They will not find you, or I've got them covered. He was talking big. She was talking big, right? Yeah.
沈小姐说，意思是说，这个他在跟你讲，那菲律宾这边的海关呢，他们都搞定了，不会找你麻烦的。那意思是说呢，就是说，好像你也是有在包括在里面的这种意思。
陈小姐给我说的是，他们说这个菲律宾的海关不会找我们什么事情，他们自己也没事。我说我们的本来的货柜也被卡了，也有被扣的吧。我说给我们造成了很大的麻烦嘛，所以他说给我们说这个事情不关我们的事情，是这样的。
The conversation of the continuance of their conversation says that by the time when they had that conversation, Manny Lee was trying to tell Miss Chen, his other business is also affected by this matter.
Now read this. Remember, for the benefit of everybody, the first conversation says, our boss said the Philippine Customs will not find you. Now tell me if this is an accurate translation. You translate it first without looking at this, so I will not be unfair to them. I will cover the translation as translated by WeChat, and you translate the Chinese to English now.
Your boss took it too easy. The most innocent people are us, and the person who had the biggest loss is also us.
So what do you say that? Why does he say that?
你为什么要这样讲？就是说你们老板想得太天真了，最无辜的是我们，最大的损失也是我们。
这个是这样的，因为我们的货柜还有其他的货柜被海关扣留了嘛。所以说，其他的客户，我有其他的客户向我追货，所以说最大的损失是我，是这样。
The reason why he said this is because this matter also affected his other client, and also other container got stuck in custom.
No, in other words, our boss said the Philippines Customs will not find you, and the translation, please keep quiet. And the answer, the next one is, does your boss think too naively? The most innocent is us. The biggest loss is us. That is his answer to the Secretary of Hong Pei.
Yes, Your
In other
Honor.
words, sa Tagalog, are you, taka-taka ka ba? Kami tatamaan dyan eh. Kami tatamaan na malaki dyan sa nangyari yan eh. Right, go ahead. Sorry. All right, now let's go to the next line. Translate that, please. The next line.
And by the time you're asking me this, the container is not in a warehouse anymore, and your boss still want me to give him the code?
The code.
The code. The reference number of the container, I think.
In other words, sabi mo sa kanya, actually, the container was not in the warehouse. Your boss also the container number to him.
Yeah, still trying to ask for the container number from him.
He's still asking, who's the your boss? Him?
Mr. Chen
Mr. Chin is still asking the container number from him,
from Manila, yes.
from Manila. Because you had the packing list and you had the entree, because at the moment that container leaves China, you have, the moment that ship leaves China, you already have a packing list, you already have a bill of lading to go to customs. Isn't that correct, Captain Gambala?
Yes, sir.
That is the procedure, right?
Yes, sir.
So in other words, these goods, he's now looking for a reference number because parang nawawala yung container box. Ha? Parang nasabat yung container box o nawawala yung container box o nahuli na yung container box. And he's saying, do not worry about Philippine Customs. Of course, this could be my interpretation. There could be another interpretation. That's why I'm asking you to properly interpret what this means in the context of the whole conversation now. Speak louder.
I think this is basically Miss Chen from China saying, our boss said that Philippine customer will not fight you. Then Manila is saying that your boss is taking it too easy, and we're the people that are the most innocent and we have the biggest loss. And also, by the time we're talking now, the container is not in the warehouse anymore, but your boss is still asking me for the container number, asking the reference number. That's all this three conversation about. I cannot see nothing
Alright.
more than this.
Okay.
If only here.
It's only here, right? So the conversation is that they're in some sort of a trouble, right? They're in an argument.
Yes, Your Honor, yes.
Having an argument. They're looking for a code, a number. It could be the number of the packing of the container box, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the guy saying, Mr. Lee saying, are you naive? We're the ones who're going to lose pag nahuli yan, if it's caught. All right? All right, now,
Yes.
give me now the affidavit of Mr. Kenneth Dong. Mr. Kenneth Dong. Will you come over here, please?
这是哪一天的对话？
Hurry up.
这个是哪一天发的消息？
I will read to you your affidavit
6月过。
number 17.
哪一天具体？
All right? On 26 May 2017, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I received a call from Mr. Lee asking for entry declaration form for the subject container MCLU 6001881. I immediately requested the same from Mr. Taguba, who in turn sent me the entry number of container MCLU 6001881. What is that all about?
Noong May 26 po, tumawag po sa akin si Mr. Lee na yung isang client na sa Venezuela ay nag-request po ng tax declaration form. So, tinawagan ko kagad si Mr. Taguba para mag-request. Pero ang feedback sa akin ni Mr. Taguba is it's very unusual na ang client ang hingi po ng tax declaration form.
Yun ang sabi sa'yo, ni Taguba? Bakit mo sinabi yun? Na very unusual that the client, sino ang client dito? Si Manili.
Si Manila,
Will ask for
tax declaration form.
tax declaration form ba ang hinihingi niya?
Yes po.
Entry form ang sinasabi niya eh. Go ahead.
Ngayon lang ako naka-encounter ng ganun po. Yung kliyente manghingi ng...
Hindi ka nagsususpecha na baka may tinatago siya ngayon.
Hindi po kasi, pagkakaalam ko po nung mga time na yun, siya po yung kliyente ko.
Si Kenneth ang may kliyente.
Si Kenneth po.
Hindi ka nagtataka, bakit siya naghahanap nun?
So, tinawagan ko si Manny at nag-confirm pa ulit ako sa kanya kung bakit nanghingi na ganon. Sabi niya, meron daw mga Chinese custom and Philippine custom na sa bodega ng isang client niya. Pero by that time, hindi pa siya nagsabi kung...
Sino nagsasalita? Si
Si
Manny
Manny Lee, oo. Kasi by that
Doon sa
time...
bodega niya may Chinese customs at saka Philippine customs?
Hindi po sa bodega niya, sa bodega po ng client niya sa Venezuela.
So, client niya ba si Manny, si Chen?
By that time, hindi pa niya sinasabi sa akin about Mr. Chen. So, sabi lang niya, is client niya sa Venezuela.
So, sinasabi niya, meron na nangyayari doon sa bodega na nandun na yung Chinese customs at Philippine customs.
Yes po, yun yung sinabi ni Mr. Manny Lee sa akin.
Well, according to him, this conversation is about the fact that Mr. Lee was panicking and he wanted this receipt or tax deduction receipt or entry form or whatever it is. Because at that time there was already Philippine customs and Chinese customs authorities in the warehouse where the boxes were. Is that correct?
I checked with him, then this conversation happened after June, and when this conversation happening, he was being request for the custom declaration certificate or something by Richard Tan.
I don't understand. I do not understand.
I
don't understand your translation. What is your translation?
Translation regarding the
What
conversation.
you just said, can you repeat it?
He told me the conversation happened after June, and also when the conversation
After
happening. June 2017. Then when conversation is happening, he was being requested by Richard Dunn for the item clearation certificate from custom or something something like that, the custom code, I think.
Isn't it not true that it is Kenneth Dong who's asking for a declaration? Hindi ka humingi?
Si Mr. Manny Lee yung humingi sa akin, so ako yung humingi Mr. Mark Taguba.
Because Manny Lee was requested by...
Kasi ikaw ang may kliyente. Hindi naman siya may kliyente, ikaw eh.
Hindi po. Client ko si Manny Lee at client ni Manny Lee, si Mr. Chen.
Ang sinabi mo kanina, sinabi ba yan si Taguba ang humingi? Sino ba ang humingi?
Si Mr. Lee yung humingi sa akin. Mr. Manny Lee po yung humingi sa akin.
Correct, kaya nga nagkakagulo sila.
No, I think the translator is not, baka pwedeng, kasi I think the translator is hindi nakapag-translate ng accurate information.
Mas malaki sa iyo yan, baka sundukin ka niya.
Sir, can you repeat your question regarding this again? I will.
According to him, you're not a good translator.
Can you repeat your question again? If I cannot translate that, I'll tell you.
Okay.
And the question here is, during May 26, in the afternoon,
Please address me.
Manny
not him.
Lee was calling me and then asked for the tax declaration form.
Is it tax declaration form or entry number? MCLU, that's the number he's requesting for, right?
Yes, he called him May 26th
Kapingambala,
afternoon.
is that an entry form or a tax declaration form? Di ba, number ng container yan?
Yes, I think it's the entry form, sir.
That's the ID of the container.
Yeah, he called him to ask for the entry form.
Huh?
Entry form, entry declaration form.
Corresponding to that container. Correct? Yeah.
Yes, for that
Yes, sir.
container,
Kunin siya
specific
ng-
container.
ng form para doon sa container na yan. So in return, si Mr. Mark Taguba, instead of sending me the form, so nag-send lang po siya ng entry number sa akin.
Why are you asking for an entry form, Mr. Taguba?
Your
Yun ang
Honor,
sagot
si,
mo dyan.
si Ken po ang nag-request
Ha?
sa akin. Si Ken po ang naghahanap po sa akin.
Ikaw
Form,
lang naghahanap sa kanya.
entry form kasi yung hiningi ko sa kanya kasi yun yung sinasabi ni Manny Lee. Pero instead of the form, no, ang binigay sa akin, entry number na lang. Sabi niya sa...
But it just so happens that this box is the box that contained the drugs. Yan ang may laman ng drugs. Tama ba yan?
By that time, hindi po talaga namin malalaman na may droga sa loob.
Yeah, ang problema ko, all of you say, tinanggap nyo yan, you trust na walang laman ng drugs yan, you don't bother to check, when you should check. Di ba?
Hindi po kasi namin magagawin kasi...
Hindi nyo alam kung sino yung tatanggap.
Si Mr. Chen kasi yung consolidator at paulit-ulit na inamin na para sa LBC, meron sa office sa China, meron sa office sa Philippines. So, siya po yung dapat nag-check sa China bago niya ipa-deliver dito sa Philippines.
Eh, kung on the way here, I'm sure chinek ng customs sa China yan. Would you say so, Mr. Gambala or Mr.
Sir, actually, yung pong pinagkakaguluhan nilang dokumento, I think the reason for that is because we were demanding the import documents during that time that they were calling each other. Because we wanted to validate if the import entry was really authentic. So we were demanding from Mr. Chen, give us all the import documents that you have. And he is calling probably manually.
But asking for an entry form, a blank entry form ang hinihingi. Yan ang unang sinabi mo sa akin eh. Di ba? That you needed an entry form. Who was it who said na may blank entry form na nire-require?
Hindi po blank, ang hiningi sa akin, tax declaration form.
Oh, bago na naman yan. Ba't ang pinag-uusapan, itong hinahanapan niya ng form, may laman drugs. There's drugs inside that container. At by that time, naguhulihan na. Right, Mr. Estrella?
So we were demanding the import entry declaration form.
By that time, did you open already the box? The container?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
So, nagpapanik na ito.
It appears, Your Honor, that during that time, they were already in that panic mode because we were already checking the documents, Your Honor.
Were you panicking? Were you worried?
He didn't, Your Honor.
Hmm?
He wasn't panicked and he didn't worry also.
Well, it sounds like he's blaming them that I will be taking the rap here. Are you naive? Is your boss naive? We are the ones that has to lose everything here.
这个是最后的，这个是我给他的时候是26号，这个是6月2号的。对对对。
Your Honor, he didn't start to panic and worry by the time May 26, but the conversation happened on June 2.
Oh. So it is different from what Mr. Estrella is saying because you were there on May 26. You were saying this is June 2. Was he covering his tracks?
The conversation in this picture in WeChat happened June 2, and what he was saying, by the time when they were asking for the entry documents with this entry number, that he wasn't panicking and
On
worried.
the telephone, it appears to be June 2.
The telephone appears that when they were asking for the entry document, it was May 26,
6.
yes. Then also the translation I just did a while ago regarding the conversation, it happened on June 2. It appears in the cell phone also, I just checked.
All right. Assuming for the sake of argument, and I hope I'm not spilling the beans here. We're all aware of the fact, Captain Gambala, that on June 2, nakapagpalabas pa, they were able to spirit out more container boxes after they were caught on May 26?
Can I
9 boxes.
can I direct that question, sir, to our port collector from MICP, sir?
Who might that be?
Collector Jet Marunilla, sir.
Oh, Jet Maronilla is here. You're still under oath, Jet Maronilla. So because this conversation occurred on June 2, and they were in an argument about tax declaration or entry number or whatever. And obviously this occurred after there was a suspension order when they were caught with the drugs on May 26. A suspension order went down on May 28. I don't know, thereabouts. May 28 or May 29?
30, Your Honor, I think.
Huh?
I think it's May 30, Your Honor.
May 30. But on June 2, nakapagpalabas pa si Mr. Taguba ng mga boxes. Baka meron silang inahanap na kahon na may laman pang drugs. Na natatakot sila, baka mahuli sila.
But, Your Honor, some of the, they tried to file an entry, they filed an entry, they tried to release it, but we were able to catch it at the gates, Your Honor. So it's actually at the holding area of ICTSI now.
So they were removing it without filing an entry.
They filed an entry, Your Honor. What happened, Your Honor, is that between May 26 and June 30, when their accreditation has not yet been cut, they were able to file entries. So that's why we guarded some of their shipments at the gate so that it won't get out.
What were they trying to spirit it out without what? Without paying anything?
No, Your Honor. It was actually, some of them were already tagged as green still at that particular time. So the only remedy was to, ask the gates to stop the trucks that were getting out.
Because?
Well, Your Honor, because they were already at that time suspect, and because it was green, they were not subjected to any examination. And then we requested already for Deputy Commissioner Gambala to issue alert orders so that a conduct of 100% examination will be conducted against these shipments.
Are you sure you're saying the right thing?
Your Honor, that's...
Are you sure you're not saying that you just found out, oh, may suspension order na yan. You cannot put them out. Stop them na lang.
Yes, Your Honor. The suspension order, Your Honor, was actually May 30 already. So,
But this is June 2.
yes, Your Honor, that's part of why we tried to stop them already. But they were able to file the entries, Your Honor, before the suspension.
I'm sorry, I gave you the reason for it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Hindi mo may paliwanag, binigyan kita ng rason na baka ang palusot dyan, nahuli na namin, suspendido na nga pala yan, stop the order. Pero ibang ini-explain mo. Ini-explain mo, they stopped them for a different reason. That you could stop them even if they're green so that you could check them. You were not stopping them because of the suspension. You were stopping them because you wanted them re-inspected. That was your first reason.
That's the only option of the port then, Your Honor, because we did not have...
When you say, when you have an alert order, the only option is open the box.
Yes, Your Honor.
Correct. So it was not because of the suspension.
No, Your Honor. It was...
In other words, kung di nyo inarang yun, tutuloy pa rin yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because, obviously, there's something wrong with the system.
Yes, Your Honor.
Correct. And that's precisely what I'm saying. Again, I refer to the Customs people. Are you either incompetent or corrupt? Sit down, please. So all of you, Mr. Fong, Mr. Dong, all of you, you are all saying you don't know what's in the box. Now, I give you a scenario. Supposing that box contained a bomb, and it exploded in your warehouse, Mr. Chen, and people died. Who would be liable?
Your Honor, for me, yung nag-receive sa China.
O, ba't ikaw sumasagot? Ikaw ba si Mr. Chen? Ikaw ang nagbigay ng pass eh. Ikaw ang nagbigay ng lahat ng laman ng box. Kung pumutok yon, kasama ka, pumutok yung bomba, sinabi mo, ito yung laman yan. Dumating doon sa kanya, sabi niya, hindi ko alam yan, basta tinatanggap ko lang yan. Kung sumabog yon at marami namatay, di mandado kayong lahat, right? Right?
He said Hongfei, Your Honor.
Hindi niyo pwede sabihin, we didn't know what was in the box. It was your duty to know, to check, especially during this time of terrorism. Now I'm going to ask you another question. Or maybe I should ask Jet Marunilla. SOLAS, what does it mean?
Well, safety of life at sea, Your Honor.
Correct. That is why in China or in the Philippines, before a container leaves the port, what do they do? What report do they fill? Heading for another port where they're going to bring the box. What do they fill?
They issue a declaration, Your Honor.
A declaration on the contents.
Yes, Your Honor.
Correct? And that they have inspected what has been inside
Yes,
the
Your
contents.
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Why? Because
Your-
at safety of law at sea, the ship wants to make sure they're not carrying a bomb or something that could cause bird flu, that could cause a pandemic, that could be deleterious. Is that correct,
Yes, Your Honor.
Captain Gamba? Now, I ask you the same question. When it left China, they probably knew that, but they didn't tell us. Kasi all they have to do is inspect. In this case, ang nakalagay kay Taguba, nilagay ni-register mo, Mr. TJ, at sinabi nung inyong fake na consignee na pinadala ninyo doon sa bodega, ayon sa utos ni Manili, sinabi nyo, na sinabi ni Kenneth doon, dalhin doon, ang nakalagay pala doon, kung talagang tinignan yon, hindi sapatos na nakalagay sa packing list, not the shoes, hindi kitchen ware, hindi mold, ano pa isa? Mold, ano pa? At sapatos, footwear. Ang nakalagay ay heavy canisters that according to Mr. Estrella, he had to use special tools to open. It was heavy. Very heavy, correct? So, therefore, the negligence of customs was that dapat nakita nyo na kung winay yun. I'll tell you, when it goes to the ship, it must be weighed because of SOLAS, correct?
Yes, sir. And actually, sir, we also had the presumption that it was inspected, the shipment, because the China Customs issued a certificate of origin, sir.
It must be weighed
Yes, sir.
because you have to balance the ship.
Yes, sir. That's stowage plan, sir.
As to is to properly make the ship safe.
Yes, sir.
So dapat, nakita na sa China, may x-ray rin sila doon, nakita na may bilog na container doon sa loob, ang tawag nila is cylinders.
Yes, sir.
It was
That's-
heavy.
Yes,
And
sir.
I'm sure, I'll ask you a question again, Jet. You're the port collector. Pag sumakay sa barko yan, sa China, sasakay sa gantry crane na yan, right? Para may karga sa barko, kailangan nakasakay. Sino maglalagay sa barko? Crane.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bago buhatin ang crane yan, di ba totoo, dapat alam nila kung anong timbang?
Yes, Your Honor, because they have to balance out the ship, Your Honor.
No, not the ship.
Yes, Your Honor. And the crane itself,
Baka
Your Honor.
bumaksak yung crane.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kung sobrang bigat, baka bumaluktot yung crane, bumaksak, aksidente. Tama o hindi?
Tama po.
Pagdating sa barko, kailangan alam nila ang timbang para balansyado yung barko.
Tama po.
At kailangan alam nila, kung may mabigat, dapat, mabigat to, baka may bomba rito, dapat chinek. Paano sumabog sa barko? May pasahero, patay. Correct? Pagdating dito sa port natin, hindi ba ibababa na naman yan ng crane? Tama?
Tama po.
Papayag ba yung ICTSI na ibabayan na hindi titimbangin?
I'm not sure, Your Honor, about the internal
You sure have?
procedures.
You've been in customs
Yeah,
so long.
they should, Your Honor, because
They
the
must.
capacity of their cranes
The capacity of their crane.
would commensurate to the weight of the
Correct.
container.
At pag binabaya, at alam nyo medyo mabigat ang binubuhat, kahit na green yan, di ba dapat may wangwang na doon, may radar na, uy mabigat yan, bakit nasa green lane? Ang nakalagay, sapatos. Ang nakalagay, mold. Ang nakalagay, kitchenware. Bakit mabigat? Buksan natin yan. Tama? Tama?
If the information was given to us, Your Honor, we...
No, no, no.
Ay,
Titignan nyo lang yung weight eh. Kung ginagawa ng customs yung trabaho nyo, lahat siya titimbangin nyo pagdating. Dahil pag tinimbang nyo yan, pag kinumpara doon sa entry document, ba't kanyang kabigat yan? Dapat malaman natin kung anong laman yan. Pwede o dipindi? Pwede
I'm
o
sorry.
dipindi?
Well, Your Honor, the problem with the shipment, Your Honor, if it's tagged as green lane, is that the formal entry division is precluded from conducting any further examination or documentary check.
I cannot believe that.
Well, yes, that's the
Can you
current
tell me,
regulation.
automato na lang yung tao at ang nagpapatakbo, makina talaga. That is the original objective, but there are exceptions to everything like that.
Yes, Your Honor, if there's a derogatory information coming from
If
our...
there's a derogatory using your head and you think that there is something wrong with that bucket because it's so heavy, hindi ba mararamdaman yan? Di ba pagbaba niya sa customs, ibababa ba yan sa semento, ibababa doon sa trailer truck?
They will place it, Your Honor, at the port still. Sa semento mo muna.
Semento.
Opo.
So double handling.
Sa-stack po muna siya. Pag na-clear na po siya, saka po siya kukunin doon, tapos lalagay
So
siya.
yung kukuha niyan, anong klaseng equipment ang kukuha niyan?
Cranes po ulit coming from, yung port operator natin, cranes po
Alastre,
ulit.
crane.
Apo.
So yung crane, dapat alam niya ang timbang.
I will presume so, Your Honor, that alam
Dahil
niyo
baka
yung timbang.
masira yung crane, baka bumagsak.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pati yung truck, dapat alam niya yung timbang.
Yes, Your
At
Honor.
anong sabi ng driver ni Mr. Taguba rito? Ang bigat, kailangan mo ng pail lang. Pagdating doon, hindi mabubuhat ang tao, dapat meron silang forklift. Yun ang sinabi niya, ibig sabihin, mabigat. So, if customs really use their heads, konting malasakit, they would have known, dapat buksan ito. There's no shame in this because this is all Monday morning quarterbacking. Tapos na eh. Nagbakbakan na, tinatanong na natin saan nagkamali. Kinulan tayo ng platoon, kinulan tayo ng tangke, kinulan tayo ng kaya tayo natalo doon. Eto, natalo tayo, dahil dapat kukurekin natin yan, dapat wini-weigh talaga yan. Gumastos ang ICTSI ng timbangan. At sa bandang huli, yung tinatawag na final inspection or yung post-inspection, ang tawag doon?
Post-clearance audit po, Your Honor.
Post-clearance
audit.
Bago dumating ng gate, there's a post-clearance audit. Dadaan ba sa weighing scale yun?
Your Honor, yung items po na nakadeclare, it does not go through the mandatory Magna scale, Your Honor.
That's not what I heard. Kailangan mandatory dapat yan. Kung hindi mandatory yan, I hope that you will change that and I will recommend that.
Yes, Your
That
Honor.
everything should go through the
Magna scale, Your Honor.
Magna scale,
Yes,
MAGNA.
Yes, Your Honor.
So para malalaman mo, there's something wrong sapagkat masyadong mabigat. Bakit 30,000 lang ang bisilingin nyo dyan? Bakit 40,000? Now, I think that oh yeah, one more thing, kay Hilario. And please andaan nyo lang yung damage sa gobyerno, ha? Yung damage sa gobyerno, yung pinaghirapan natin kagabi. Mr. Hilario, you are with Risk Management Office, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Ang talagang importante dyan, correct me if I'm wrong, all of you from Customs, internal, yung IAS, right? I will ask Jet. IAS, importante para nakakasiguro ka tama yung assessment, tama?
So far as yes, Your Honor, the reference price.
Dahil na
reference
sinabi ni
binding.
Taguba eh, yung kinakausapin niya para lahat susunod eh. Susunod din eh. Pangalawa, Accreditation Management Office, AMO.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kailangan kausapin yan.
Well, Your Honor, you can't get any access or be accredited as an importer if the Accreditation Management Office does not accredit you.
So kailangan meron kang tikoy doon.
You have to have an accreditation, Your
Oh,
Honor.
yan. So kailangan kausapin yan. Pagka hindi ka binigyan, hindi mo may lalabas. Ano ang kalaban ng broker? Yung tatagal yung box mo, yung container mo. Di ba yan ang kalaban ng container ng broker? Hindi mo mailabas kaagad. Tama ba yan, Captain Gambala? That is why ang objective ng customs is just not to collect taxes, but to build business by speeding up the facilitation,
Yes, sir. That's one of our mandate trade facilitation, sir.
trade facilitation. That means, pag mabilis, you will have trade.
Yes, sir.
Mabilis ang negosyo.
And it will, so that we will avoid congestion in the port, sir.
No, you don't just avoid congestion at the port so that yung nag-e-export o yung nag-i-import,
Yes, sir.
makukuha niya yung raw material niya, makukuha niya yung titinda niya sa tindahan sa oras para hindi siya makahuli sa Christmas sale.
Yes, cost efficiency, sir.
Para pag magbubukas siya ng negosyo, andun kaagad yung tindahan niya. Ngayon, pag nalaman ng salbayang customs yun, kung may salbayang customs pa na natitira, sasabihin, oy, magbubukas ka, magbigay ka muna para dumulas.
Yes, sir. That's a form of harassment.
That is as old as dirt.
Yes, sir.
Di ba? That's as old as dirt.
Yes, sir.
Yung style na yun. So, to make a long story short,
But,
yeah,
can I, sir?
Yes,
May
please.
I, sir? I also would like to, as far as I know, sir, just also like to correct the issue about the importance of IAS. Because assessment happens, sir, in the port. The assessment department is they're the one assessing the shipment, and IAS only gives a reference value, sir.
alright. Importante pa rin yung IAS.
As far as the reference
As you
value.
heard, the reference values were given by email to Mr. Taguba. Yung port trend, importante. Sino yung port? Ikaw ba yun, Jet?
Well, I had the port, Your Honor, but the concerned division will be the formal entry division of the...
Di?
Formal entry division of the...
Formal entry, sino yun?
Your Honor, the chief right now is Ms. Maita Acevedo, and there are about 14 sections manning the formal entry division.
So kung ako ay corrupt na importer, maghahanap ako ng katapat doon. At makukuha ako ng HS na code para mabilis, malagay sa green lane. Lahat ng dadaanan nun, bibigyan ko, katulad ng ginagawa nilang Tara, para sa ganun mabilis ang labas. Yun ang kalaban ng broker. Pero this is as old as dirt. Doesn't make it right, but bata pa ako, narinig ko na ang customs may ganyan talaga. Kaya magalit sa akin, yan lang narinig ko eh. Narinig ko rin kanina si Mike na Enriquez ng Channel 7, sabi niya, nung bata pa kami sa Santa Ana, naglalaro pa kami ng nagluloko na yung customs sa BIR. Dinaluluhan niya pa eh. That is the perception. And sometimes perception is more cruel than reality. That's why we have this investigation. So, having said that, port, formal entry, ISO, IAS, importante rin yung risk management. Yung AMO, importante rin yung risk management office. Correct? Yun ang magsitingin, Mr. Hilario, yun ang trabaho mo, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Ano ginagawa mo sa risk management office kaya importante ka?
The primary mandate is to conduct continuing study and profiling of importers, Your Honor.
Lahat ng importer, pinoprofile mo.
Based on random profiling, Your Honor.
Random. Wala ka pinipili. Basta gano'n lang. At
Yes, Your
sinasabit mo yan kanino?
Your Honor, since I assumed into office, there was no database that was in existence prior to my assumption into office.
So ikaw ang nagbigay
So
ng-
from the start, since I studied the mandate of the RMO, the primary mandate is to conduct continuing profiling on importers. From there, Your Honor, I collate data for purposes of profiling, Mr. Chairman.
So importante ka. Right?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Because you prepared the list of new traders and brokers, right?
The list is being supplied to me by Accounts Management Office, Your Honor.
Account Management Office, yung AMO.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
So galing sa kanila. Did you request AMO for updates?
Sometime in November, Your Honor, since I consider it as primary source of information relative to profiling, I made a request from the Accounts Management
And
Office.
binigyan ka ba?
I was provided for the newly accredited consignees for the months of July until November, Your Honor.
So nabigyan ka.
Yes, Your Honor.
What about this shipment on May 25? May 23.
I am not aware of the AMT trading, Your Honor. It was only on May 22 when we came across with the importation of AMT.
Why did General Ikarma call you a liar?
I have no idea, Your Honor.
Was he referring to the fact that you wrote a letter to Maestro Campo?
Your Honor, in May 22, we came across with the consignee AMT trading, which is also represented by the broker TJ Marceliana. So,
Yeah.
based on the profiling, we were able to know that on May 15 to 19, there were several shipments consigned to AMT trading, which we found to be suspicious, Your Honor.
EMT trading.
AMT trading, RO and
AMT.
AMT. EMT, Your Honor.
Kasi baka ba masira doon sa I'm not making fun of you. Just want to make sure EMT.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
All right, sige. And then what did you find?
The payment of value-added tax on the importation are similar to two other consignees, the RO and SS Trading and the Integrity Trading, Your Honor. All of these consignees are being represented by TJ Marceliana and paying in the average of 40,000 pesos, Mr. Chairman.
40,000. Because yun ang tinatawag nilang ano? Anong tawag nila doon? You know. You know.
It was said, Your Honor,
Benchmarking ng broker. Ito ang ibibigay ko sa gobyerno para kumita ko.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yun. Di ba, Mr. Taguba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, 40,000 ang porsupuesto sa gobyerno. Dati-dati, 120 hanggang 170 hanggang 190 pwede bang umakyat. Tama? Depende rin kung doon sa Section 15, Section 1. Ano ba Section 1?
Section 1, Your Honor, are further divided into two. But basically, they're food stuff. Food stuff po.
Section 2.
Garments, Your Honor.
Yun, mainit dyan.
May mga issues po doon.
Section 3.
Section 3, Your Honor, wala po. It's
Wala.
reserved for
I'm glad
supposedly.
because I know wala yun.
Okay.
Section 4.
For electronics, Your Honor.
Mainit yun.
May mga issues din ho.
Section 5. Bakal.
Motor vehicles, Your Honor.
Motor vehicles. Mainit yun.
Minsan, may mga issues din, sir.
So, lahat yan, pinapalabas ko lang na bawat section, meron talagang kanya-kanyang produkto. Tama? So, kung yung customs, kaya nalulugi ang bayan natin, papaliwanag na tayo sa bansa, kung panay benchmarking na mababa, magbabayad ng buwis na malaki ang mga kababayan natin. Dahil hindi nyo makukuha yung target ninyo. Tama ba yun, Captain Gambara?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm trying to tell a while ago, sir, that these things happen in the assessment, sir, in the assessment area of the port, because they're the one who are assessing the shipment.
I understand that your classmate is on the line here. I understand. Noble of you to do that, but yun ang line. I'm just saying, objectively, na yun ang linya. You heard the gentleman Taguba say na ang una niya kakausapin, yung IAS. Yun ang dapat niyang bibigyan muna para makakalusot lahat at yun ang para mag-assemble. Tapos nagkaroon na siya ng coach sa labas. Kung totoo yung sinasabi niya. Hindi ko alam. Ako hanggang ngayon hindi ako naniniwala doon sa listahan ni Mr. Taguba because marami siyang binibigyan ang pagkaalam ko. Tama ba yan, Mr. Taguba?
Yan na po yun, Your Honor.
Ha?
Yan na po yung...
Sabi mo lang kanina, meron ka pang binibigyan na iba, conforme. Sinabi mo na yan eh. Tapos meron ka pang Davao, meron ka pang iba. Alright? So having said that now, dinanggihan ka, binigay mo kay Maestro Campo. Ito ba yung sulat na yan?
A request was prepared by the command center staff to endorse the matter to Imports and Assessment Service, Your Honor.
It was endorsed first to Deputy Commissioner Harold Gambala, who was then absent on leave. Are we on leave at that time, Captain?
I can't remember, sir, but I think I'm outside of the office.
22 May
during the time.
27,
Yes, sir.
17. And General Ikarma got mad at you because at that time, ang sabi nung iba kasama mo, before that date, you were the OIC of the command of the command and control system. Tama ba yun, General?
Yes, sir. I think the week before, sir, he was the
That's right.
OIC.
But you say, ilang araw ka lang.
My designation as the officer in charge of the command center, Mr. Chairman, was for the period May 15 to May 19.
And when did you find out that there was a discrepancy?
On May 22, Mr. Chairman.
22 was when you found out and you reported it to Captain Gambala.
To
But
the
it
command
was-
center.
Huh?
To the command center, Mr.
To
Chairman.
Command Center. And it was returned to Deputy Commissioner Gerardo Gambala, Head Command Center. The herein first endorsements forwarded in this office. And ito ba yung attachment?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. That's the copy of the
Panay EMT trading ito.
sa documents.
Panay
Yes.
EMT, ang dami panay EMT trading, right? At nagulanta ka because ang mga bayad nito average 40,000?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Ano ba? 38,000?
The average is 40,000, Mr.
The
Chairman.
average is 40,000.
And Mr. Chairman, it was the first time that I came across with the AMT trading with so much shipment, Mr. Chairman.
EMT, too much shipment. First time you came across him. Because it is a first-time shipper. Doon sa green lane, usually, veterano na, pero sinasabi mo, pwede kang maglagay ng green lane kung depende sa ship niya. Hindi masyadong mainit. Pero ito, first-time shipper, kinuha ni Taguba yan. Now, Mr. Taguba, paano ka namimili ng consignee para magiging patsy mo? Yung talagang tiga-amin mo na siya ang consignee.
Your Honor,
Galing mo, no? Siya yung nagsisimula eh. Ikaw ang nahuli eh. Kukuha ka ng consignee, walang kamuhang-muhang, babayaran mo siya ng 1.5, pero ang ilalabas mo, misdeclaration lahat para mabilis ang labas. Kikita ka, babayaran ka nila Manili, babayaran ka ng kung sino-sino, nila Kennedong, lahat kayo kikita sabay-sabay. Pero ang tukso siguro mapakalaki sapagkat one time, big time, nilang patayan yon, one time, big time, 640 kilos of drugs.
Your Honor, hindi pa po napapatunayan yun.
Alin?
Doon nanggaling po yung 5 crates dun sa container na yun.
Well, ano ang sabi mo?
Hindi naman po nakita na doon diniskarga yung 5 crates dun sa
But your
container.
driver said doon dineskarga yan.
Pero wala pong diniskargang, ang sabi po niya, nung nakita po niya, puro boxes lang po.
Sinabi niya mabigat eh.
Pagkabukas po niya.
Mabigat eh. Umiiri yung truck. Di ba, Colonel Estrella? Nandito ka nung sinabi niya yan?
Your Honor, ang sabi po niya, magaan po. Kasi ang
Come
sabi
on.
po niya, kung mabigat po yun, bababa dapat yung
Gagamit
Sasagad-
na siya ng
sasayad
hindi
po
nila
yun.
kaya, kaya gumamit nga sila ng forklift eh.
Yun nga po, Your Honor, wala pong forklift na ginamit.
Andun ka ba?
Yun po ang sinabi po nila.
O sabi yun, hindi ebidensya yan. Kung nandun ka, pwede mo sabihin walang forklift ginamit. That is your defense later on. Kung may kaso ka, that is your defense. You can do that. But you all know na dumating yan, wala kayong pakialam kung sinong pagdadalan, wala kayong pakialam kung anong laman yan. Like I said, kung sumabog yan, pare-pare ko yung tatamaan, ito, ang sumabog, droga. Kaya lahat kayo ang papaliwanag. Kaya lahat kayo, may kaso kayong lahat ngayon sa NBI. Ano ba ang status ng kaso sa NBI?
Your Honor, it's still with the Department of Justice to the prosecutor's office, Your Honor.
Then I strongly suggest that since you are part of the Secretary of Justice, you have, sabi niyo sa akin, dalawa ng PIDEA, you have strong evidence insofar as all these people are concerned, correct? So, try to connect with the Secretary of Justice. Otherwise, if by next week there's no case filed, we will have to call him here to explain himself.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
Now, final questions. After delivery to Mr. D, sino nagbabayad kay Chen? You, Manili? You, Kenneth Dong? Who pays Manny Chen after the goods are delivered to Mr. D. Mr. Chen, who pays you? Sino nagbabayad sa iyo pag na-deliver na kay D yung kargamento? Naintindihan mo?
Ako bayad sa Manila ba? Sa Pacquiao. Ako isang container magkano ako ay po siya lang. Sa Pacquiao ba? Isang container magkano.
Ano? Pacquiao? Umalis na si Manny Pacquiao. Kanina ba?
Hindi, siya isang container ba? Ako magkano po siya lang.
Sino ang nagbabayad sa iyo?
Ako bayad siya lang.
Nagawa mo na. Nagawa mo na. Na-deliver mo na yung goods. Kaya Noche D. Sino magbabayad sa iyo ngayon dahil dineliver mo yung kargamento kay Anoche D? Naintindihan mo? Malino naman yun, ha?
China lang. China.
China?
Yes.
Yung kumpanya mo sa China?
Isa logistic ba? Sun Lian.
Si Ming Jun Zing.
Hindi. Exporter ba?下边训练吧。Exporter.
Yung exporter ang babayad sa iyo.
Yes.
Magkano ibabayad sa iyo?
Ngayon wala bayad lang. Dati ba? Ngayon wala bayad lang.
Ngayon nahuli siya eh. Magkano dapat ang ibabayad sa iyo?
Lahat lang siya 37,000 ba? Peso. That change ng RMB.
So hindi ka pa binabayaran ng 37,000?
Wala ba? Siya change RMB ba? Ngayon wala lang.
So anong gagawin mo sa kanya? Sa China? Anong gagawin mo? Anong gagawin ng kumpanya mo sa China?
Lugi lang.
Anong lugi? Pinahama ka eh.
Lugi lang.
No, I don't find that funny. I find it very serious na pinadala ka ng drugs, hindi mo alam. Kaya, sorry, lugi lang, pero ikaw ang ngayon ang may hawak ng tinatawag na empty bag. Ikaw ang taya. Sa'yo nahuli. At saka si Anoche D. Ano sabi ng mga abogado nyo sa China? Oh.
China wala case lang. China wala attorney ba? China ako wala case lang. Wala attorney ba?
Ha? Wala ano?
What?
Wala kayong abogado sa China. 20 years na kayo nagdinegosyo, wala ba kayong abogado lang? Di mo didemanda na niloko ka? Di ba serious crime yan? Exportation of drugs from China. That is a crime in China, is it?
Ako wala case lang. Hindi ako wala logo ba? So wala case lang. Wala kaso lang.
Let me ask you a question. Ikaw ba, tinutulungan ka ng embassy ngayon? Meron ba silang sinasabi sa iyo? Yung customs na tumawag sa iyo? Oo, tutulungan ka namin.
Embassy pwede tulong ba?
Ha?
Embassy ba? Embassy. China embassy.
Pero hindi ba, supposedly, ang paliwanag sa atin, ito na ngayon si Juan. Sorry, buti napaalala ko. Si Mr. Yung tumanggap ng text. Ang hirap itong kaso. Ang dami cast of characters eh.
Rainer Ragos, Your Honor.
Rainer, ikaw ang tumanggap nung text. Nabigay mo na ba sa amin yung text na?
It's still with me, Your Honor.
Bigyan niyo sa amin.
Yes, sir, I will. I will, Your Honor.
Pakikuha mo, ayan. Copy na namin yan. Xerox na yan? Or,
Hingi na lang ako ng copy ko, Your Honor, ulit.
pa-Xerox na, tingnan mo. So, anong reaction mo? Tinawagan ka?
At first, at around past 9, Your Honor, I received a call from a person.
What date?
May 25 evening, Your Honor. 9
in the evening?
Yes, Your Honor. And then he introduced himself as from the International Enforcement Cooperation Division of the Anti-Smuggling Bureau, China Customs, Your Honor. But since the line was not quite clear, our conversation did not last long. But I could just understand pieces of information such as drugs that came in and something like that. Soon after, Your Honor, there were already text messages that came into my phone, which I already submitted, Your Honor. So,
So they texted you instead?
yes, Your Honor.
How did they know your number?
China Customs has my number, Your Honor, because I used to be active with Project Crocodile, wherein they were also a member of Project Crocodile, Your Honor.
What is Project Crocodile?
Project Crocodile, Your Honor, is a project of the World Customs Organization to monitor illicit movement of cigarettes in the Asia-Pacific rim.
Of?
Movements of cigarettes in the Asia-Pacific rim. Your Honor.
Cigarettes?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then they
So-
called you because you're the only one. They're the only one. You're the only one that they know.
I really do not know, Your Honor, but just the same, I received the call and the text messages, Your Honor.
And since that time, you have not received anything from them.
After the operation, Your Honor, I have received communications from them addressed to Colonel Estrella requesting for assistance, like for example the case conference that happened here with their staff, Your Honor.
With
The case conference that happened here in the Philippines with their investigators from China
in connection with.
with the apprehended
So
drugs.
they came here when
They-
we were already investigating. They came here.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why were we not told?
Sir, I mentioned that during the initial phase of our hearing, that they went here for the initial case conference, Your Honor.
I must have missed that. Or the committee. What did you talk about?
Sir, on their side, they were validating the information that they have developed from January to May 26. They were trying to validate the information that we got from our side, and also they are requesting. We brought them to PIDEA. We also brought them to NBI for the same reason of exchanging information. And also, Your Honor, they're trying to request our government for the sample of the drugs that were seized so that they can also test it with those that they were able also to seize in their country. And likewise, they are requesting, if possible, that the container one of the sample container be brought back to China for their as evidence and also for their laboratory tests,
And,
Your
did you-
Honor.
and were they accommodated?
Not yet, Your Honor. I told them that they need to make a formal request because the evidence now is in the custody of the court, Your Honor.
Is this part of the mutual assistance on legal mutual assistance on legal matters involving crimes?
At that time, Your Honor, we are cooperating as custom to custom, Your Honor, dealing with that specific
Customs to
situation.
customs.
Yes, Your Honor.
And as you know, we discussed, at that time, I revealed the fact that the father-in-law of Mr. Chen was working as a customs man in Xiamen. Did you discuss that with them?
That specific information, Your Honor, was not discussed during our case conference, Your Honor.
And you did not find it relevant to discuss that with them? Especially after I said that the guy that Mr. Chan's father worked for was found to have been involved in drugs and was executed by the Chinese authorities?
At the time, Your Honor, that we had the case conference in the country, that information has not yet been brought out, Your Honor.
Because I would want for myself to verify, and I understand, Director De Guzman, that they talk with you, and to PIDEA, Director Kimpo, nag-usap ba kayo nito mga Chinese authorities na ito? Director Quinto? Sabi ni Colonel Estrella, nag-usap raw kayo tungkol dito sa case na ito. Case follow-up ito, di ba?
That's case con after the
Case conference after the apprehension.
Yes, Your Honor.
So nag-usap kayo, hindi nyo sinabi sa kanila, sino ba ito mga ito? Sino ba yung nagpapadala ng drugs dito sa China na yan? Bakit hindi nyo pinigil dyan sa barko ninyo? Kung alam nyo palang may drugs na yan, ba't tinantay nyo pang umabot dito? Hindi nyo tinanong yan?
Actually, Your Honor, we asked the foreign counterpart if indeed they gave the name of the local informant. Because as far as the customs is concerned, they told us that the Chinese counterpart gave them the local informant, which is Mr. Chen. The answer of the Chinese counterpart is that they did not give the local informant, but instead somebody who Mr. Chen is not the local informant.
So hindi siya informant.
Yes, Your Honor. He is cooperative as far as they are concerned.
But could he be a suspect also?
As far as the Chinese
You could have a suspect that's cooperative, right?
as far as the Chinese counterpart is concerned, they don't care if the case about our case here.
Wala silang pakialam dito. Basta
Yes,
na.
Your Honor. That's my impression.
Yeah.
Wala silang pakialam sa kaso natin dito. But as far as they are concerned, Mr. Chen is cooperating with them in their case in China.
But their case in China happens because of the cooperation of Mr. Chen.
Prior to the case here,
No matter.
yes, Your Honor, because of the cooperation of
And
Mr.
did they
Chen.
tell you what they did with the people they caught in China, that the so-called 10 that was captured in China?
We haven't. They told us that they have already filed cases in court through the cooperation of Mr. Chen, Your Honor,
So
in China.
So Mr. Chen will be brought to China sometime in the future to testify? Because to me, as a lawyer, any suspect can become a cooperative witness. He can be your state witness, as in this case, as in our jurisdiction.
It will depend on our law here, Your Honor.
No, our law says he can be a cooperative witness. He can tell us what he knows. And he will, so long as he's not the most guilty. And it appears right now, he may not be the most guilty because he's been cooperating. I'm not trying to beat the thunder from you.
Your Honor, as far as we are concerned, as far as PIDEA is concerned, drugs came from China and it came from the company of Mr. Chen. And it landed on the company of Mr. Chen here in the Philippines.
That's why, and therefore,
And therefore, it's easy to deduce that drugs came from China will be delivered by Mr. Chen, who is also the owner of the Hongfei here.
so distributor here.
In a sense, siya pa rin yung magdi-distribute, sir, dito.
Kaya nga tinatanong ko, that's why if you were listening to me, I was saying, that you think you should know to whom these drugs are going, or to whom this cargo is going to go to ultimately. If you remember, I was asking that question.
Yes, Your Honor. We have all the names already, Your Honor, and we have the leads right now.
You have the?
We have leads.
The leads.
Yes, Your Honor. Aside from the two that was named, yung nag-rent kay Fidelity, and the one in Maceda. May leads na tayo doon, Your Honor.
Eh, Pilipino ba lang?
Meron, Your Honor.
Oh, alam niyo na kung sino.
Yun ang tinutumbok natin ngayon, Your
Kaya yung
Honor.
kailangan tubukin natin because masyadong malaki ito eh. Perhaps, young De Los Santos would not have died because siguro maraming naasar. Nagpapagod tayo rito, labas ng drugs. We have to kill it from the source. And I've been repeating that time and again. Sometimes it falls on deaf ears. Now you have to go to the source.
Yes, Your Honor. Kaya that is why, ang problema kasi, Your Honor, yung pasok ng mga documents legal documents na kailangan namin, Your Honor.
Kaya nga pinapahanap ko po sa inyo, yung pumasok, kung paano pumasok yung 890 nung Disyembre. Those are our marching orders to NBI and to you cooperating with customs para makalkal nyo yung dokumento na nagpasok nung 890 kilos na mas malaki kesa sa dumating ngayon. Ito 604. Yun 890. Ano pa kaya ang pumasok na iba? 2 sachet, patay si Lian Lloyd de Los Santos. Hindi, ano ba? Ian. Ha? Sorry, man, I'm very bad at names. Getting old. De Los Santos died for 2 sachets, allegedly. Yun ang rason ng mga pulis. Na walang awa, pinatay itong tao ito. Dahil maraming drugs, kaya kahit na 2, pinatay nila. So, kailangan mahuli ito. Hindi pwedeng palampasin ito. Kaya sabi ko from the very beginning, if we do not do anything about these guys na nag-i-smuggle ng ganito kalaki, isang damakmak na droga, we will have blood in our hands by negligence. That's why pinagtsatsagaan natin ito. Lahat tayo. I don't mean to pat my staff in the back, but they've been under duress from me. I'm a very, very bad boss when it comes to getting the information. And we have to do it. I wake them up at 3 o'clock in the morning when we have they send me text back and forth, and I can show you that. Joy, what time did I wake you up this morning? 5 o'clock. Telling them that there's a lead that I thought of. I called Mr. Kimbo. Before I slept, I texted my other staff in the other office. We have to find out what is going on. So, kung sasabihin niyo, wala silang pakialam, tayo may pakialam. Yung nga sinasabi ko, naka-points na sila doon eh. Nahuli na nila yung doon eh. Dito, manigas kayo. Binigyan na namin sa inyo si Mr. Chen. Hulihin nyo. Pero wala pa tayo nahuhuli eh. The evidence that was obtained by Mr. Estrella may have been contaminated. I don't know. We're prejudging it. Pero because we have another one there on the other side, drugs is drugs. The amount in the other side is enough to put them with several life imprisonment. So we really need to get this down. I hope you realize that. So at the next hearing, I would like to request you two gentlemen to do everything you can as a Secretary of Justice, as Sid, the new chairman, the new Customs Collector who's with you, mas madali nyo makalkal ngayon. Di ba? Di ba? Kaya mas madali ngayon, di ba? Winston?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, I hope so. So that's where we will be at. So Mr. Chen, you should consider filing a case against the people who sent this to you. You should tell the Chinese authorities na ang nagpadala niyan ay yung taong sinasabi mo para makatulong ka palalo. Pakisabi mo na sa kanya. Dahil yun ang dapat magbayad sa iyo. Sinuba ka na, sinubo ka pa.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
may I be
Yes, I'm sorry. I saw your hand raised. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Earlier, Your Honor, I was trying to point out very important operational details. This is not to contradict what the NBI have mentioned about the 890 kilos that they were able to recover in San Juan last December. Your Honor, last year, we together with the Philippine National Police Anti-Illegal Drugs, was able also to recover about 187 kilos in Claveria, Cagayan. And
Ilan?
187, Your Honor.
Ah.
And according to the information that we got, this 187 came from the high seas. They were transferred from fishing vessels to another fishing vessel
Correct.
until small boats.
Nakalagay doon sa mga plastic na malalaki.
Ice chest, Your
Babaksak sa
Honor.
tubig.
Ice chest, Your Honor, like for campings,
Right.
etc. Now, Your Honor, I don't know if this is directly related to what the NBI has been saying earlier, but I was sharing to the NBI agent seated to my left earlier that we according to the information that we got from that area, there's a lot of there are about 1,000 kilos that were transferred from a big vessel going to small vessels, but we were only able
Fish out to sea and brought to the beach.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tatapon yung plastic na malaking barko, susungkitin na maliliit na bangka, dadalhin sa shoreline.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Matagal na yan.
Yes, Your
Luma
Honor.
na yan. Pero ito, galing sa customs. Malaki ito. Dadalhin nila sa Maynila yun. Napakalaking risk noon. Ito, ang bentahan nito sa Metro Manila. Hindi na Metro Manila, Mega Manila.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ito ang pinakamalaking market ng droga. Kaya pinakamarami namamatay sa Maynila. Tingnan niyo ang record niyo. Ang pinakamaraming patay sa Maynila. Yes, Mr. Villanueva.
Your Honor, yung coastline smuggling, dati na yun, sir.
Matagal na yan.
2000 na yun. But nakakuha na sila ng buta sa custom, Your Honor. Hindi na nila i-risk yung pag-travel ng hundreds of kilos. High risk yun, Your Honor. Hindi nila i-risk yun to travel from Cagayan to Metro Manila. Metro Manila, Your Honor, 60% sa buong Pilipinas ang consumption. So why travel from Cagayan to Manila? Dati yun, Your Honor.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
That's before 2000 until late 2010. Pero ngayon, Your Honor, diretso na eh. Hindi, it's...
Ang merkado nasa Maynila.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nasa Cebu.
High risk na sa kanila to travel.
Hindi nila kakargay niya sa highway
Yes, Your
para
Honor.
mahuli.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, ang sinasabi natin ngayon, ito, no? Yan, tuloy natin yan ko dyan. Tapos ito, Maria Teresa, si Miss Anderson. Mike Saban, do you know her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where is she assigned now?
He's assigned, he holds office at the intelligence group, Your Honor. Right now, sorry, I don't know, Your Honor.
Mike Saban, for my information, Mike Saban, are you here?
No,
Oh.
that's DEPCOM Raval, Your Honor.
Oh.
DEPCOM for IG,
Huh?
for intelligence group. Deputy Commissioner for Intelligence, for the intelligence group.
What is your name?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
I am Deputy Commissioner Teddy Raval. I am with the intelligence.
You're Mr. Raval.
Yes, Your Honor. For the
Have you been
record,
sworn?
not yet, Mr. Chairman.
Let the record state that Mr. Raval has taken his oath. Yes, you have something information?
I'm sorry, I came late, Mr. Chairman. I heard my name over the radio while I was en route to the hospital. Mr. Mike Saban is not with the intelligence group, Mr. Chairman. When I assumed office in November of last year, he was already with the Office of the Commissioner. And the contract that I saw is that he is the technical assistant of the Commissioner for Intelligence Affairs, but he is not with the intelligence.
He's not organic. He's
No,
a
Mr.
consultant.
Chairman. Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Now, let me ask you a simple question. Is Mike Saban, for all of the people in customs here, is Mike Saban presently assigned in Batangas Port as collector, district collector?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Not yet.
It's a presidential, we're awaiting the presidential the appointee papers.
Do not lose your credibility with me because you are hiding information from me.
Yes,
You knew about it. You should have told me right away.
he's not yet appointed, Your Honor.
Doesn't matter. Don't wait for me to ask you. If you know, I asked you about Mike Saban, he should have said he's about to be appointed at the recommendation of Mr. Faeldon to Batangas.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your smile can get you everywhere, but not anywhere. I just want to point out that. Mike, from my information, Mr. Saban is about to be is appointed at Batangas Port. So, things are shaping up. Like I said, it's going to be a long one here. I mean, I wanted to finish this two meetings ago. But, I suppose, we have to continue because marami pang tatawagin dito. Mr. Estrella, are you connected with Salty Boots Security Agency?
No, Your Honor.
Do you know anybody connected with Salty Boots
None in particular, Your Honor.
Security Agency? Are you familiar with Salty Boots?
Salty boots, Your Honor, is a familiar phrase in the Marine Corps, Your Honor, but not in particular a security agency, Your
And
Honor.
what does Salty Boots mean in the Marine Corps?
Well, we consider
A Marine, a salty booter.
that's correct, Your Honor, because our
And there
boots
are
are
others
always
for-
wet, Your Honor.
And is there a more salacious term for it? You were smiling, you were smirking. Are you indicating a salacious barracks term that you use among men, among salty boots?
No, among Marines, Your Honor, because we consider ourselves always
You sail on land and sea.
amphibious operation, Your Honor.
Right, amphibious. Right. So salty boots. But there is such a thing as Salty Boot Security Agency, and we'll find out that soon. Mr. Taguba, kailan ka huli nagbayad sa Tara at kanino?
Your Honor, I will check.
Palagi kang I will check.
Kailangan po kasi...
Nasasawa na ako sa pambobola mo.
Kailangan po kasi accurate sa
Nak.
ko.
Nakuha niyo na ba yung mga telepono niya, yung mga phone file niya? Si Jake, nakuha niya na? Bigay niyo sa NBI at kukunin na natin lahat dyan. At sa PIDEA para makuha lahat dyan. And if necessary, we'll write a letter to the owners of Globe or Smart. Yes, Mr. Taguba.
Your Honor, I will check.
Your cell phone has everything, all the information po.
Yes.
Ngata mo yan,
Yes.
baka manakaw sa'yo yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, okay. Ano nakalagay dyan? I suppose nilalagay mo rin dyan kung magkano binayad, right? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Sometimes, Your Honor.
Sometimes. Galing mo talaga. Sige, go ahead. Ay, nako. You know, you can lie to me, you can lie to everybody, but you cannot lie to yourself. You can even lie to God, but you cannot lie to yourself. And when I tell you na yung nangyayari dito dahil sa kababayaan mo, negligence mo at the very least, or you may be a principal, marami namamatay na tao dahil sa pumapasok na droga. So answer this question.
Your Honor, yung last...
Kailan ka huli nagbayad at kanino ka nagbayad?
Your Honor, yung last na text ko kay Tita Nani is May 19.
May 19, right before this happened.
Yes,
This
Your
happened May 25. Magkano anong text mo sa kanya, if I may? So bold to ask.
Nagsabi ako na I have 3 alerts. Sabi ko sa kanya.
You have
3 alerts.
3 alerts.
Ang sabi niya po sa akin, I think, finorward lang niya to sa akin. Ang nakalagay po dito, Sir, I've seen from the system backtracking the 3 alerts, particularly 75%, 57%, and 66% lower than the baseline value. If that's the case, ma-alert talaga yan ng system, hindi ito nag-compute. As I've said before, sir, hindi pwede sagasa. Now intervention, I can't pull it out once it's alerted. So the way to go...
Sabi niya, I cannot put it out once it is alerted.
Yes.
The fire has already been lit.
Yes. The way to go is ASAP voluntary upgrade lang support even with a few thousands. and the port will route it to my office, and I'll sign the immediate lifting of alert.
Will continue.
TY po, sir. Ang pagkakaintindi ko dito sa text na ito po yung sa IAS.
Sa IAS.
Opo, kasi yung tatlong alert po yun sa IAS po yun.
Alright. So, inaalat ka ngayon sa IAS. Yung paborito mo.
Opo. So, yun po ang sabi niya, mag-upgrade daw ako ng...
May I photograph your text?
Yes.
I'm glad you're very cooperative at least. Before I end, I would like to call the meeting, the next hearing, on August 30 at 10 o'clock. August 30 at 10 o'clock. Maybe 10:30 because I will be speaking somewhere. And on August 31 at 10 a.m. Make that 9 a.m. on August 31. We'll do it for 2 days. And if necessary, another meeting on September 4, Monday, at 10 o'clock. So we will already schedule 3 scheduled dates. NBI and PDEA, please help us out here on the matter of these guys and gentlemen. But before I close, I just want to show you yung possibility na nangyayari dito. No? Okay, I know what you're going to ask. Unfortunately, my other colleagues are not here. Si Majority Floor Leader. I will discuss it with them. I'm not really satisfied, and that's why you have been detained, as to why you don't know. Did they cooperate with you, by the way? Kung sino yung pinagdalahan nila? Kung sino ang tumanggap nung dapat tatanggap ng box, nag-cooperate na ba sila sa inyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Nag-cooperate na?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you have no objection if I let them go already?
Sino po, Your Honor?
Itong dalawa. Itong Chinese.
It's with the NBI, Your Honor. They filed the case, Your Honor.
Alright, I will talk with the NBI after this. I don't want to discuss this in public. I will talk with the NBI after this. But you're not being detained because of the NBI. My own view, and I have to consult my other colleagues, is I'm not happy that you have not told us everything. Kenneth Dong is still under detention, right? NBI?
Yes, Your Honor.
So the two of you are still detained here because you have not adequately told us kung sino yung eventual kwan. Although PDEA says that you already told them kung sino yung tumanggap. Dapat tumanggap. Tama ba yan?
We have already their affidavit, Your Honor.
Meron na sila.
Yes, Your Honor. Both of them, Your Honor.
Okay, I will consult with you after this and maybe we can do something about it right now.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because I don't want to be unfair here. Ano, nandiyo ba? Yung result ng taxes. Yun lang gusto ko yung, ang target ng customs is 490, what? Ang target niyo sa customs is 495 billion, right? Binabaan nyo ng 405 billion. Tapos, ang nakuha nyo in 2016 is 395 billion, correct? Yes? Ayan, o. So, 495 minus 409, ang loss nyo, halos, if you include everything, ang loss magkano, Rudy? 97 billion? 97 billion. Pero binaba pa ninyo ulit. Sinama niyo na ba yung loss doon sa pagbaba ulit? Magkasama na yan. So, ang loss natin, 97 billion. Now, watch the screen. This is what our government wants us to raise from Congress. They want us to raise... Sandali. Ayan, mababalik tayo doon mamaya. Because ibababa natin yung personal income taxes, yung estate and dollar tax ayusin para magbayad na ng konti, hindi na masyadong ganun kalaki, para magbayad ng mga tao. Malulugi ang gobyerno doon. Kaya ang kailangan habulin natin next year is 134 billion. 134 billion. Kung na-collect ng customs yun, 97 billion, wala pa ang BIR dyan, hindi mahihirapan ang tao magbayad ng tax. Do you understand? Do all of you understand from customs? NBI, PIDEA, lahat kayo. Which means na dyan nagkukunin sa sugar tax, tax on automobiles, tax administration efforts, may tax amnesty, may motor vehicle users, tataas ang presyo, gasolina. Tapos mayroon pa removal of VAT exemptions, makakakuha sa negosyo yan. Excise tax on petroleum is 73.7 billion just for the first year. I want to emphasize, especially to those, I hope we're still on TV, I always do this para makita ng tao kung ba't tayo nagtsatsaga rito. Kung makukulak yan 97 billion na yan, sa target ninyo, panalo ang bayan. But take a look at this, because Mr. Taguba, go back to the previous slide, only gives the government 40 billion. Correct me if I'm wrong. Kung 40,000 per box per container times 10,000 containers, tinabla ko na sa lahat from 1 to 15, average sa lang 10,000 containers. Ang makukuha dapat natin 146 billion. So bawi na yun sa gobyerno, almost. Kung itinaas yung koleksyon ng benchmark sa 120,000, wow, 438 billion. Halos makukuha nyo na yung buong 495 billion. Similarly, nakuha nyo na yung 405 billion. Kung kinuha nyo dati-dati, binabayad 170,000 per box. 620.5 billion. Libre na yung mga anak nyo sa eskwela. So, Mr. Taguba, tingin mo yan, ha? Yan, disgrasya ang ginagawa nyo sa bahay natin, pero pa yung paglalagay ng drugs dito, napakalaki. Yung mga sundalo, yung mga retirees, ang laki-laki ng utang ng gobyerno sa mga retirees. Trillions. Trillions. So, kailangan natin mabayaran lahat yan. At para continuous ang lakas ng gobyerno. And on that note, I already told you kung anong mensahe natin, kung kailan tayo susunod na mag-meeting. I hope you all come again and with all the others, ang kailangan natin. Ano ito? Next hearing will be August 29, 10 a.m. We're very busy, kaya kukunti ang mga senador ngayon because all of us are doing the budgets. So may impact sa budget ang customs sa pinag-uusapan. May budget kayo, may pinag-uusapan lahat. DOT, lahat yan. So, akala nyo, I'm enjoying this. Nahihirapan rin ako rito, ha? It's not easy. A lot of long nights. So, I will thank all of you. I will thank, yes.
Your Honor, the next hearing will be on the 29th or on the 30th, Your Honor?
29.
29th.
At 10 a.m. Ano ba yan? Thursday? Tuesday, 29.
29.
Gawin natin 9 o'clock a.m. Para mas mabilis tayo. Tapos, try to finish it kung makukuha natin pa yung iba. I need the information on that 890 billion. In the meantime, we already have a preliminary report. We're going to decide whether we come out with that report already. We also have to prepare yung mga in aid of legislation. So, PIDEA, NBI, some of you in customs who love the country, based on these hearings, we will have to provide amendments to the customs and tariff law, tariff and customs code law. So, in the meantime, I will thank all of you, gentlemen and ladies, and for your patience and for your sacrifices. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Session is suspended until August 29 at 9 a.m.